KOOI-FM. Jacksonville, Tyler, Longview. Broadcasting live from a dumpy little studio in the middle of the East Texas Piney Woods. This is the all-new 106.5 Jack FM.
106.5 Jack FM presents the John King Coaches Show. Brought to you by Peter Chevrolet Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Longview Lobo playoff football. Eddie Richardson, Johnny Vaughn, head coach John King. Big win last week over Temple, and on the road tonight to play a very, very good team in Dallas Jesuit. Coach, congratulations on the big win. Let's talk about that just a little bit. A very good team in Temple, and we got up on them from the start and didn't take our foot off the pedal.
No, I thought we had a great start to the game. Offensively, we were able to go out and get scores, and defensively, we gave up one score there on a big pass play on the opening drive, and after that, we settled down and shut the running game down, and we're able to get the offensive football back. But being able to jump out to a 34-10 lead at half was huge for our football team, going at half with 3 possession lead against Temple, and we knew being able to do that would cause them to do some things they maybe didn't want to do. And then you open the second half with about a 65-yard touchdown run by Caden Meredith to put you to 31. So that really just kind of sealed the deal for us. And but it was just a tremendous effort and execution out of our football team the entire night, and thrilled to death to come out of there with a victory and moving on to the second round of the playoffs.
I mean, Temple came into that having scored a lot of points, but they really had some impressive players. And defensively, I just thought we were fantastic last week.
Yeah, we were. I mean, one's the Johnson kid is going to Texas. He's an elite type of receiver, and of course he had 3 catches for over 40 yards. But they never did get their ground game going, and felt like that we pretty much had it under control. Then their quarterback goes out at the end of the first half, so they put their backup in and running some more of his style than throwing, and being down 31, it just kind of limits what they can do. And so just a great effort out of the defense. And like I say, they've been stingy all year long and giving us short field and multiple possessions and each half. So I mean, it sure helps your football team. And when you can be stingy like that, get the ball back to your offense, score points, and then put the other team in a hole and make them get one-dimensional.
Coach, really that's been the key to our season is we've been able to put up so many points in every game that we've played, and then we, as you just said, to put it in the hands of the defense, and they had just played tremendously throughout the whole season. Yeah,
they really have, and they get a lot of pride on that side of the ball, and been fortunate to be able to stay pretty healthy and playing more and more kids each week. So we continue to do that, I like our chances.
I think one of the things about this defense too is just so physical. I mean, it's one thing to have a good defense, but then to have a good physical defense, I think it just beats the other team up as we go further into the game.
Well, I mean, our kids are pretty physical. I mean, iron sharpens iron, and what we go against each week in practice and style of football we play against each other, I mean, they're going to have a physical nature to them, But I hadn't been around Lobo football as long as y'all. I've been here 20 years, and I've heard people compare, this defense to some other great ones. I don't know how it all matches up. We were worried going in round one if our district was going to be as tough as what Temple's was, how we would match up there with an uncommon opponent. So thought we held up pretty good, but heading into this week we get Dallas Jesuit, who's played in a very tough league with Allen and Prosper and McKinney, and all 3 of those teams, our whole district's still playing, so they're a pretty physical team. We're going to have to be physical as well and be good against the run because that's their strong suit.
We'll take a time out right now, and then we'll be back with more of the Longview Lobo Coaches Show right after this.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending. With a location near you, East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
You know, you won't really appreciate all those cliches about how quickly time flies until you realize your kids have grown up and you say, wow, did I miss something? Those precious years between kindergarten
Hi, Daddy.
and college
I'm taking the car, Dad.
are flying by. And to keep from missing them, Hayes RV Center in Longview has an idea. Before the kids are grown, give them memories to last a lifetime. See the country with them in an RV that is hand-picked for you and your family. Spend summers visiting the national parks. Cook meals together. Read stories. Sit outside watching the stars. Talk to each other. Laugh a lot. Be a family and go wherever the road leads. Hayes RV Center in Longview can make it happen, all for less than you think. And of course, Hayes RV will arrange affordable financing. Hayes RV Center is locally owned. Shop them online at hayesrvcenter.com or see them in person on Judson Road, 2 miles north of Longview Mall. Hayes RV Center in Longview at hayesrv.com.
You know, I've been thinking about getting a backup generator for a while now, but I keep putting it off. And as you well know, in East Texas, we can lose power at any given time. So be prepared. Make sure you and your family are up and running with a Generac generator from Morrison Supply. Generac offers the best standby generators to back up your home or business during an emergency power outage. Morrison Supply has several sizes in stock, so now is the time to pick one up. Check out Morrison Supply today in Longview, Kilgore, and Tyler.
5 years interest-free. Yes, you heard right. 5 years interest-free on any purchase over $1,000. Judd here from Murray Jewelers. Have you been thinking about an engagement ring? Or maybe an anniversary gift? Or a treat yourself present? Because after all, you only live once. November will be your favorite month this year. Because from now until the end of the month, we've got 5 years interest-free financing for qualified buyers. Even better. For the first 5 months, you'll get no interest plus no payments. So your first payment won't be due until March of 2020. That's over 64 months interest-free. Murray customers have known for years that if you want a bigger diamond at a better price, you got to come see us. And now, with 5 years interest-free financing, you'll be amazed at what you can afford. Imagine a 1-carat diamond with payments as low as $49 per month. Interest-free. Only at Murray Jewelers, East Texas Diamond Superstore, Judson Road, Longview, Texas.
Let's go! 106.5 Jack FM presents the John King Coaches Show. Brought to you by Peter Chevrolet, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Fiat.
It's just beginning.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Longview Lobo Coaches Show. Second round of the playoffs, Longview and Dallas Jesuit. Coach, we've played them a few times, and a very, very, very well coached, and a lot of athletes that they've got just like we do.
Well, you know, we played them in 2017, and they had 10 kids that played in that ball game that are now seniors. You know, we had 2 or 3, I think. But I remember thinking after that game, you know, those guys are going to be pretty good when they all grow up. And lo and behold, they've grown up, and they are pretty good. But for the Dallas Jesuit, it starts with their offensive line, in my opinion. He's got 2 guys back. They're 3-year starters. One of them's his son, Branson, who's an SMU commit. But they're very good at what they do with their power run game, their zone and mid-zone stretch stuff, and those backs block really well together. They complement each other really well. And they can throw the ball. I mean, they got a quarterback that's got, 1,800 yards passing, about 20 touchdowns. So it's tempo-style offense. They're going to get you back on your heels, and they're going to attack. And that's kind of what they've done every year we've played them. And but for them, that's where it all starts at. That's their bread and butter, what they do. And then you flip the tape over to the defensive side of the ball, and you see a bunch of those old scrawny sophomores in 17. They're now seniors in 19. They put on about 20 pounds. They got a different style of defense they're playing. They're never out of position. They're tackling better. Their defensive line's impressive with what they can do with stopping the run and rushing a passer. So it's a very good football team, and one that's been tested throughout the year. They played some teams. Arlington, they opened the season with, who's still in the playoffs. DeSoto, played them in non-district, and then of course, as I mentioned earlier, Allen and McKinney and Prosper. Those three teams are still playing. So they've been tested, and they've been in some big ball games. So we'll have our hands full trying to slow them down offensively and get some points from an offensive standpoint.
We saw E.J. Smith in the backfield a couple of years ago, and he was impressive in that game. This year, he's been hurt a little bit, so he's not their leading rusher, but he's probably going to be the focal point of their offense against us, because I think they'll try to run the football, and he's the bigger of the backs, and he can catch the ball. So he's one of the ones we're going to really have to concentrate on, I believe.
Well, he is a big part of their offense, but the other running back, Taylor, I think 8 is his number, but he leads them in rushing. EJ, he's second, but as you mentioned, he missed some playing time with an injury, but they like to split him out in the slot too and throw him the ball where he's dangerous as well. And a big kid is hard to bring down, but great hands. And as I mentioned, both those backs really block well together. They run the ball well inside. They run it well on the perimeter. Their mid-zone stuff, they can get cuts from anywhere from big gap to big gap. I mean, they're good at seeing the cut and having the vision, stick their foot in the ground and get north and south. And when they split it, I mean, they're doing it in a hurry. So, both running backs are really good. And, of course, EJ gets most of the attention, most of the hype. I wouldn't say hype because it's real. He's good. But he, being a 4-star back, and him at son and all the other stuff, you can't forget about that little number 8 because he's deadly.
Coach, field position is always a key in every game, and we have some outstanding special teams players, as well as several starters that are out there on the field, on those special teams, and I think that's been a huge asset for us, having good field position, and then on the other side, on our kickoffs and our punts, being able to hold our opponents to where they've got a long field to have to cover to come away with points.
Well, kicking game's going to be huge tonight. We're going to have probably a 10-mile-an-hour wind out of the north, and that can affect kickoffs and punts, and with balls being kicked with the wind or against the wind. So fielding those things are going to be important. And you don't want to lose a possession any way it goes, but you also want to flip the field position. So they'll be important. They have some tricks up their sleeve in the kicking game with their kickoffs, whether it's a surprise onside, alley-oop kicks, little muff kick, not a muff kick, but a chili dip kick to kick it right over the front line, but they can also kick it deep. So they're going to stress us there, and but they're very sound in the kicking game, much like us. But those plays will be huge. Those are momentum changers in a ball game, and it's important to win those and field position, and just don't let them steal a possession. And if you can, you steal one.
Yeah, and one of the things, it seems like the further you go into the playoffs, I guess it gets deeper into winter, the more often the wind and the weather affects games. And, for tonight, it's potentially could be raining and the wind blowing. So that really puts even a bigger emphasis on your kicking and punting games and your passing when you have to fight the elements.
Yeah, that's why we practice outside every chance we get, regardless of what the weather conditions are. Very seldom do we not go outside, but it's what you got to deal with: throwing the ball, catching the ball in the wind, or in the rain, whatever it may be. But like I tell our kids all the time, if it's raining and the wind's blowing, it's doing it on both sides. We're not going to use it as an excuse. We got to find a way to handle it, and our kids do a good job of understanding that and preparing for those situations.
Well, Coach, it ought to be an outstanding game tonight, and as usual, we're hopeful our Lobos will turn in a great effort as they've done really throughout the years and so far in the playoffs. So I want to wish y'all the best, and go Lobos.
Thank you very much.
This has been the John King Coaches Show on 106.5 Jack FM.
Make adventure possible with the Jeep lineup at Peters. Backed by Jeep's legendary 4x4 capability and built from the ground up, the all-new Gladiator is engineered to leave the pavement behind. Grand Cherokee, crafted to a higher standard, exudes power at every turn. And your Motor Trend SUV of the year, Wrangler. Delivering ultimate fun, freedom, and unmatched off-road performance. With the largest inventory of new Jeeps in East Texas and nationwide free delivery. See for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Here are 2 ways to make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1, always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2, don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm Attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
Where can ECU take you? Whether it's a road trip to the mountains, a vacation to the coast, or just out to lunch, an Eastman Credit Union auto loan can get you there. With ECU's great low rates and convenient features, an ECU auto loan can take you anywhere you want to go. And that's not all. You can even postpone your payment for up to 3 months. What are you waiting for? Find out where ECU can take you today. Visit www.ecu.org/go to learn more or apply today.
In today's ever-changing collision repair industry, you need a shop that is prepared to meet your needs. McDaniel's Quality Body Works is committed to keeping up with today's complex repairs by becoming certified by Ford, General Motors, Nissan, Hyundai, Dodge, Chrysler, and most recently, the Pro First Network by American Honda. At McDaniel's, we're committed to restoring your vehicle cosmetically, structurally, and electronically to pre-loss condition. Call us today in Longview at 753-5391, in Kilgore at 218-6109.
Christmas is a wonderful time of year when we celebrate faith, family, and the tradition of giving gifts. I'm Amanda Laws. My husband Don Laws and I are the owners of Scrubs Galore and More, and we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. May this holiday season sparkle and shine. May all your wishes and dreams come true, and may you feel happiness all year round. Merry Christmas from all of us at Scrubs Galore and More, 3 blocks north of Christus Good Shepherd on 4th Street in Longview.
Why would you want to come home from work just to do more work? Let Wellington Grand Apartments make your life easy. No more mowing lawns or repairing your own appliances.
A great thing about living at Wellington Grand is how beautiful and clean the grounds are. It's refreshing and feels like a beautiful resort.
The valet trash service is brilliant for your busy lifestyle.
There's just something about a garage that's attached to my home. I love it.
Wellington Grand Apartments, experience the difference.
Welcome to a brand new season of Longview Lobo High School football. Brought to you by Peter Chevrolet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat on 106.5 Jack FM.
Good Friday night, everyone, from a cold and windy Kincaide Stadium in Dallas, otherwise affectionately known as Lobos Stadium West. Mike Richardson here with you. We've got Brent Taylor, Johnny Vaughn, Eddie Richardson, and Gene Morris here. The gang's all here. We've got Longview and Dallas Jesuit area playoff action. To tell you all about it, here's Brent.
Well, the Jesuits from District 9-6A, that's also the district that houses Prosper. A lot of you are familiar with them, and Allen. And they are 7-4 in the season. But I tried to think about what I wanted to say about them, John. A consistent team, I think. They've got a good, consistent offense, and they have some problems on defense, but a good, consistent team. Longview from District 11-6A, they're 11-0 in the season, and probably playing their best football of the year right now.
Well, Longview has played outstanding. I don't think we've had a game this year where we didn't really play well. Whereas Jesuit is 7-4. They started the season with a couple of losses, but they lost to good teams. Arlington to DeSoto, they gave up a lot of points in those games, and then they came back around, and the next loss was to Allen, where they lost 58-33, and they ended up with 4 losses in the regular season, but they won last week. They beat Lakeview Centennial, and that game was 45-14. They had both of their backs in the game, E.J. Smith and Jake Taylor, for the first time in a while. They both rushed for over 100 yards, and they were able to control the game on offense. But the interesting thing about that is they completely stifled Lakeview Centennial which their junior running back is 4 or 5 star recruit as a junior, and they kept him for his season low. So maybe their defense is peaking at the right time. We'll see here tonight if that is the case.
What about the keys for tonight?
I tell you, I'm going to kind of do this different than I usually do. But I was thinking about if I were the Jesuit coaches, what would I do? And I believe this is what you're going to see in this game. They've got 2 power backs, Smith and Jake Taylor, both of them good. They throw the ball okay, but not great. 2 years ago, they had arguably maybe the best offense, pure offense throwing the football in the state. If not, they were in the top 5. But they found out in that game that if you can't defense the other team like they could in Longview, we end up with 75 points in the game. It doesn't matter how good your offense is. If they ever stop you and you don't ever stop them, you end up losing the game, which is kind of the philosophy that Highland Park has to a certain extent. But anyway, I think, what are they going to do? Well, here's how I think that they can win the game. I think you're going to see them run the ball a lot. They're going to try to establish the run. And by doing that, even if they don't get scores every time, they shorten the game, use up more of the clock, and then they feel like if they can keep it close, then anything can happen at the end. So I think the key for Longview is to continue to play really good on offense, get their points, but then I think that Longview is going to be tested early. They've got a great defense. They've shown it this year. They've averaged giving up less than 10 points a game. I think right there you're going to see the difference in the game is how well we play defensively against their running game. And make no mistake, E.J. Smith is a quality back,
yes,
and he's a power back.
Yes.
Now, we saw Mesquite, they had good backs. We saw Temple, they had good backs, but most of them were small and quick. That kind of backs. E.J. Smith is big and fast.
Yes, he is. He's 195 pounds and a very, very good player. We'll have more football from Kincaide Stadium in Dallas, Longview and Jesuit on 106.5 The Jack FM. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Peters can help drive your business the extra mile with Ram commercial trucks and vans. Haul, load, and carry anything with the capability of a Ram truck that works as hard as you do. Upgrade your mobile workstation with the impressive performance and maneuverability of Ram ProMaster vans. We have the largest inventory in East Texas of Ram commercial trucks and vans with free nationwide delivery. Trust the proven dependability of Ram and see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Is your mom's heart age older or younger than her real age?
Way older.
Way younger. Whether you're young, old, or somewhere in the middle, it's important to know how old your heart really is.
The same? I'm going to say younger? I am not allowed to say.
The Heart Age Assessment from Christus Health measures your real heart age, so you'll know where your heart health really stands.
My mommy looks old, but she says she's 29.
Find your real heart age at myrealheartage.com.
GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in Longview has once again been voted the best of East Texas. GZ's has the best sushi, GZ's serves the best Asian food, and GZ's mixes the best cocktail in East Texas. The attentive staff at GZ's strive to make your next dining experience memorable. It's not too early to book GZ's for your holiday party, company get-together, or special event. GZ's is the best at that, too. Call them at 247-8000, 247-8000. GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in the Village on Jetson Road, Longview. The best.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Meredith writes,
"Am I the only person who didn't know Chick-fil-A had mac and cheese? Holy game changer."
The secret's out now, Meredith. Is there anything you think the world should know about our mac and cheese?
What I really like about the mac and cheese is the oven toasted, golden brown, cheesy top layer. It's savory and it makes you feel really good.
That does sound amazing. Thanks, Meredith. Try the mac and cheese yourself at your local Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to Kincaide Stadium in Dallas. Britt Taylor, Johnny Vaughn, Eddie and Mike Richardson, and Gene Morris. We've got Jesuit on as the opponent in the second round playoff game. Longview, and they're all white tonight. Green jerseys, green numbers, green helmets, and Jesuit. And they're all blue, and they're gold helmets.
Man, I think I think it's worth noting that the wind is definitely a factor tonight. It's going from the left to right, open end of the stadium, and it's blowing in, and it's pretty strong, and we need to watch that because it can definitely affect a game.
Longview won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half, John.
Jesuit, we're going to start with a football. I think we'll get a look early at what they plan to do offensively. But I would be shocked if they don't try to run the ball at us. I didn't even talk about this yet, but their offensive line is a massive offensive line. I mean, they've got the left tackle 6'5", 260. The left guard is 6'4", 270. The center 6'2", 280. The right guard 6'1", 290. The right tackle 6'1", 280. So the littlest one on the offensive line is 260 pounds, and he's 6'5".
Well, yeah, they've got a pretty powerful offensive attack, and so we're going to see if Longview's defense, who's pretty powerful themselves, can shut Jesuit down. Anyway, Longview won the toss, so they're going to defer to the second half. They'll defer to the second half, so they'll get the ball to start the second half, and they'll kick off from the north end, which is a lot of wind behind that kickoff. Longview's on the field. Jesuit's not there yet.
Well, you talk about the wind here to start out. Now, so Longview is going to kick off to them, and I would suspect it's going to go out of the end zone, but even if it doesn't, then Jesuit is in a position on their first possession of the game. They have to go against Longview's defense, and if Longview stops it, they're going to be forced to punt in the wind, and I can tell you there's nobody going to punt it very far into the wind.
Not.
And so this could be an opportunity to Longview to establish themselves early on here. If they can stop them on the first drive, they ought to get good field position on their first possession.
Longview's brought a big crowd up from Longview tonight. Jesuit, not such a big crowd. We'll be back with more football from Kincaide Stadium on 106.5 The Jack FM. Back in 2 minutes.
Trust, loyalty, actions. Strong words that have great meaning when looking for the right insurance agency. Gans & Smith is the oldest and largest independently owned insurance agency in Longview. Local and experienced, representing many fine companies like Germania Insurance. Trust is earned when actions meet words. Gans & Smith will earn your trust. Their office is at 1109 Judson Road or on the web at gans-smith.com. Gans & Smith Insurance. Find them on Facebook and go Lobos.
You know, I've been thinking about getting a backup generator for a while now, but I keep putting it off. And as you well know, in East Texas, we can lose power at any given time. So be prepared. Make sure you and your family are up and running with a Generac generator from Morrison Supply. Generac offers the best standby generators to back up your home or business during an emergency power outage. Morrison Supply has several sizes in stock, so now is the time to pick one up. Check out Morrison Supply today in Longview, Kilgore, and Tyler.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending, with a location near you. East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Any dogs in the house? Woo, 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 woo. Any dogs in the house? Woo, 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 woo. Now, with that out of the way, shall we begin?
Hell yeah! 106.5 Jack FM presents Longview Lobo High School Football. The Lobo Football Radio Network is brought to you by Peters Chevrolet Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. Also brought to you by Eastman Credit Union, Dan Sorey Attorney at Law, Gans & Smith Insurance, Hayes RV, The Maid-Rite Company, your local Dr. Pepper distributor, McDaniel's Quality Body Works, Soapy's Car Wash, Christus Good Shepherd Medical Center, Chick-fil-A, Morrison Supply, GZ's Asian Bistro, Wellington Grand Apartments.
Welcome back, everyone, to Dallas, Texas. Kincaide Stadium, a Dallas ISD stadium, a beautiful complex just south of I-20. Really a nice complex. This is the 8th meeting between the two teams. Longview's won 7 of them. Jesuit has not won a game yet against Longview. Longview coached by John King and Jesuit's coached by Brandon Hickman. Jesuit in their all blue uniforms tonight with the gold helmets.
Both coaches with the Suns starting. Coach King's quarterback Haynes King, and then the Jesuit coach is his son's a center, committed to SMU.
It's cold and it's windy.
And you got to say, Brent, it's not far from here to the Jesuit High School, but the crowd of Longview outnumbers them, I'm going to say, 5 or 6 to 1. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I think so. So Longview's going to kick off. They'll kick off from the north end of the stadium, and they'll kick off with the wind. It'd be honor-free to kick off for Longview.
Spicer and Taylor back for them. Taylor is the starting running back.
Here comes the kick. This one's going to be kicked short. Fielded by Taylor at the 10-yard line. Back up across the field to the 15. Down he goes at the 20-yard line.
I believe that was Jalen Hale on the tackle.
Sure was. So Jesuit will scrimmage from their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10. We're glad you're with us here tonight. It's going to be a good football game. Smith and Taylor in the backfield. Beside the quarterback, Holman. Wide receivers to both sides. Holman's going to give it to Taylor. Around the corner he comes. He's knocked down for no gain.
Let me tell you, Brent, I said this a couple of weeks ago. Beltran wasn't on the play, but Beltran made the play. He drove the tackle back so far, the back had to cut back, and Longview's defense was there, but you can give a lot of credit to Beltran right there.
2nd down and 10 for Jesuit from their own 21. 2 wide receivers, short flex to the near side, 1 to the far side of the field. Baxter still beside Holman in the backfield. Holman back to throw down the middle. Is caught for a 1st down at the 35-yard line.
The catch was made by their reading receiver, Christian Loco. Longview put the blitz on, but they couldn't get there, and the catch was made.
They hurry up, and they give it to Smith, and Smith's going to be tackled for a 1-yard gain at the 36-yard line. 37-yard line. 2nd down, maybe no gain. They go quickly without a huddle. 3 wides to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Running back is Jake Taylor. 2nd down and 10. Holman back to throw it again. Sets up and fires. And this one's caught for a 1st down, and it's caught out across midfield to the Longview 49-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great throw and catch. The catch made by Loco again. That's his 2nd reception, and they're on the move in their 1st possession.
They sure are. There's the give again to Smith, and Smith's no gain. Oh, that was Taylor. Jake Taylor with a carry. 2nd down and 10. Wide receiver near side and 2 far side of the field. 2nd down and 10. Holman, they're going to give it on the keep. He's going to throw it outside, incomplete. Longview had good pressure.
Pressure from Beltran as he forced the quarterback out of the pocket. He had to try to roll to his left and try to make a throw across his body. Couldn't make an accurate throw, and it goes incomplete.
3rd down and 10 for Jesuit at their own at the Longview 49. 3rd and 10. Jesuit taking a lot of time.
Tyshawn Taylor stepping up like he's gonna blitz. Here he comes.
Here he comes. Here's Holman with a throw, and it's caught, but it's short of 1st down at the 41-yard line. 4th down and 2.
They'll go for it here, I think. That was a nice out route. The Holman's completed 3 or 4 passes, and that time just a nice throw and catch. The receiver was Wyatt Garrett.
4th and a couple of yards. They give it to Smith. He's got room. He's to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Well, Jesuit on their first possession drove it right down the field, and they're on the board.
That's a great run by Smith. Is that the play was designed to go right over right guard, and he just kicked it out and got outside the containment for Longview, turned it up the field, and there was just nobody there. 49-yard score for him.
Parker Brown to kick the extra point for Jesuit. Ball is on the tee. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Jesuit 7, Longview nothing. We've got 9:41 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
If you really want to wash your car, if you really want to get it clean, make it sparkle and shine, and get it looking like a new machine. Sobeys is a place to be.
Sobeys since 1999. Self-serve car wash in front of Sam's and the Express Tunnel on Highway 80 just down from Good Shepherd Medical Center. Go Lobos. Repeat the feat in 2019. Sobeys. Just say the works.
You know, you won't really appreciate all those cliches about how quickly time flies until you realize your kids have grown up and you say, wow, did I miss something? Those precious years between kindergarten and college
I'm taking the car, Dad.
are flying by. And to keep from missing them, Hayes RV Center in Longview has an idea. Before the kids are grown, give them memories to last a lifetime. See the country with them in an RV that is hand-picked for you and your family. Spend summers visiting the national parks. Cook meals together. Read stories. Sit outside watching the stars. Talk to each other. Laugh a lot. Be a family and go wherever the road leads. Hayes RV Center in Longview can make it happen, all for less than you think. And of course, Hayes RV will arrange affordable financing. Hayes RV Center is locally owned. Shop them online at hayesrvcenter.com or see them in person on Judson Road, 2 miles north of Longview Mall. Hayes RV Center in Longview and hayesrv.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Longview trails 7-0.
Tell you, Brent, that was an impressive drive for them.
It sure was.
7 plays, 89 yards, the touchdown, a 49-yard run by Smith for the score. But the most impressive thing is the way that Holman threw the football into the wind.
Sure did. Here's Longview. Got to get a penalty on the first snap. Move before the snap, so it's 1st and 15. They'll move back to the 35, to the 25-yard line. First down and 15 for Longview from their own 25-yard line.
Well, poor first series for the defense, and then the first play, Longview gets a penalty to start this game, and they're going to start off here with a 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Wide receivers to the far side of the field. That's Moore and Kirby. Here's a pass outside. It is incomplete. Intended for Caius Moore. 2nd down and 15.
Well, he was open, and I think the pass was just a little bit low and behind him, and he couldn't pull it out. And he's got 2nd and 15.
Red formation, 2 wides near side of the field. Here's a quick outside pass.
Well, I don't know what happened there. They were trying to throw the ball out to this sideline to Philip Washington, and the ball was just underthrown pretty badly and skipped up, and it goes incomplete.
3rd down and 15 for Longview. Well, Longview not off to the best of starts.
That's an understatement. 2 incomplete passes.
Penalty. Here's King back to throw it again. He's going to throw. It's incomplete. Well, it's 4th down.
Yeah, that was an ugly first series for them offensively.
It sure was.
3 incomplete passes. They actually went backwards as they started on the 30 and they finished on the 25.
King going to punt it away for Longview.
Win at his back.
Good snap from center. Here's the kick. A high driving kick. It's going to go all the way back to the 27-yard line of Jesuit. A 47-yard kick. No return. So Jesuit with a 7-0 lead was set up at their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. And we've got in the first quarter still to play.
I got to tell you, Brent, I think this is a pretty important defensive situation for Longview as they let them drive the length of the field on their last possession, and the offense wouldn't move, so they need to play better this series on defense.
They sure do. There's the give to Smith on the sweep play to the right side. 10 yards gained all the way out to the 38-yard line, and I think a first down. Yes. First down for Jesuit at their own 37-yard line, 38-yard line. First down and 10. Wide receiver near side of the field. One to the far side. They give it to Taylor. Taylor's caught by Sawyer Gold-Welch. Dropped for a yard loss.
Yeah, Sawyer Gold-Welch just came right down the line of scrimmage, grabbed Taylor about the time he got the ball, and he does get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Second down and 11. Lost a yard on the play. Charlie Cook checks in as wide receiver for Jesuit. 2 wide far side and 2 near side. Smith and Bush to the far side. They're going to run the draw play. Up the middle to Taylor. Nice to pick tackle.
Well, that was a good play. It looked like it was going to have big yardage, but Longview able to step up and make the tackle.
Cedric Smith made that tackle. So it's third down and 7. Yeah, that's a big defensive tackle play right there by Cedric Smith, the linebacker. So it's third and 7. 7:29 to go first quarter. Jesuit with the lead. There's play action pass. Holman down the middle of the field. Incomplete.
Yeah, that was a drop, man. The throw was for Christian Alaco, and he had 2 receptions. If that was right there, would have had the first down, but he dropped the football.
So it's fourth down, and Jesuit will send on Parker Brown to punt it away. And Hale back to return it for Longview. Tyree Hale. Fourth and long. Brown's going to punt it. Into the wind. Fair catch made by Hale at the 35-yard line of Longview. 25-yard punt. No return. Longview throwing 35. Let's see if they can get going.
Well, it was a better series on defense for them, and now we got to get the offense uncranked.
7-0 Jesuit. We've got 7:11 to go in the first quarter. First and 10 Longview. Spread formation. Wing on the near side of the field. Here's a pass outside. Low and incomplete. Second down and 10.
Trying to go to Kirby, threw the ball down the line. The ball was short and bounced up, goes incomplete. So first 4 passes for Haynes King have all been incompletions.
They sure have.
I tell you, I think the wind is affecting the throwing, at least when you're throwing with the wind.
Second down and 10 for Longview from their own 35. 2 wides far side of the field. Now joined by a third. Motion.
We moved.
Longview moved before the snap.
They shifted down defensively, and when they did, Longview got movement on the line of scrimmage, and I think who moved there was Austin Pensions, I believe, who moved.
Second down and 15 for Longview. Back to their 30-yard line they'll go. Second down and 15. Three wide receivers far side. Wing near side of the field. King took the snap. They gave it on the sweep play. Around the corner comes Kyle Moore. I think that was Kyle. No, it's Meredith. He was run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. No gain. Third down.
That's his first carry, Brent. We're halfway through the first quarter.
Yep. I think that snap came back before King was ready for it. A little high. He had to jump up and get it. But it's 3rd and 15 for Longview.
Well, this would be a good time for a first completion.
Sure would be. Carry to the far side of the field, joined by J.D. Williams. Here's King back to throw. Good protection. Now he's going to run it out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it. Intercepted.
My goodness.
By Jesuit at the 35-yard line of Longview. First down and 10.
Well, that time what happened is he scrambled and was going to try to run the football, and then he looked up and he thought Kyle Moore was open, tried to throw the football, and when he did, Jalen Spicer with the interception.
So Jesuit at the Longview 35, first down and 10. They lead 7-0, and they have the football with 6:45 to go here in the first quarter. First and 10 Jesuit from Longview's 35. They give it to Taylor, who takes the ball around the right side to the 30-yard line, or 31-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. Second down and 6 at Longview's 31. Second down and 6. At Longview's 31-yard line. Red formation. Smith in motion. Holman back to throw it. Sets up. They're going to throw the screen pass to the tackle. Tackle eligible. He got it to the 27-yard line of Longview. That's third down.
Yeah, that's pretty nicely set up play as a throwback on the screen is completed out here to the tackle. Ryan Wingle.
Third down and 3 for Jesuit. There's Smith. Up the field he goes. First down. Nope, close. Short. It's at the 25-yard line. It's a yard short. Fourth down and a yard. Fourth and a yard for Jesuit. Quarterback sneak. I don't know if he made or not.
Yeah, I think what happened, Brent, is he was stopped, but they didn't stop the whistle at that point, and he was able to go forward and gets the first down. They had him stopped, though.
He sure did got it. He got it to Longview 24. First down and 10 Jesuit. At the Longview 24-yard line.
And this
7-0.
Big first down, too, man. A big first down.
5:11 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Jesuit. There's Smith on the sweep play. Cuts it back up. He's a dangerous man with the football, and he got to the 18-yard line. 6 yards on first down. Second down and 4.
They're doing just what we thought they would do offensively, is they throw a little bit, but they're trying to run against Longview. And so far in this first quarter, they've had success. Already, E.J. Smith has 70 yards in the first quarter.
4:31 to go in the first quarter. Second down and 4. Here's Holman. Going to throw it to the end zone.
I think he caught it.
Caught it, touchdown. He sure did.
Yeah, Lolato was covered out there. Longview had good coverage, and the coverage was by Buchanan, but Lotto just jumped out and made the great catch. I mean, he stretched it out and made the catch.
He sure did. It is 13-0 Jesuit. Nope, coming back.
Wipe that out.
Incomplete.
Oh, incomplete.
Incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Well, the guy signaled touchdown, so something happened that they changed it.
Yeah.
I guess somebody came over and said
The middle official came over and told the wing that he had dropped, that the ball hit the ground.
So it's 3rd down and 4 for Jesuit at the Longview 19. 4 wide receivers. Holman back to throw. Sets up. Throws outside. Got a man at the 10 to the 5 to the 7-yard line of Longview. Well, I'll tell you right now, Longview just doesn't have a handle on Jesuit's offense.
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
They just do not have a handle. It's 1st and goal Jesuit at the 8-yard line of Longview. 3:55 to go first quarter. There's Smith again. Across the 5-yard line, drives hard. Inside the 2. Still pushing his way.
He's going to take it in,
I think he's going to get it in. He did. He got it in. It's a 13-0 game. E.J. Smith with a carry.
It's his 2nd touchdown.
He was hit about the 3-yard line, but he just kept powering his way with some help from his offensive teammates and pushed it in the end zone. 13-0. 3:38 to go first quarter. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up and good by Parker Brown. It is a 14-0 Jesuit lead in the first quarter. We'll be back with Longview football on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
Have you shopped mortgage rates lately? Now is a great time to lock in an extremely low mortgage rate with Eastman Credit Union. Lock a low rate for 75 days while you shop for a house. Apply within the 75-day rate lock period to receive the locked rate or the current rate, whichever is lower. With ECU's Lock and Shop, you can shop with confidence knowing your low rate is locked and waiting for you. Visit www.ecu.org to pre-qualify today. This offer ends soon. Equal housing opportunity, federally insured by NCUA.
In today's ever-changing collision repair industry, you need a shop that is prepared to meet your needs. McDaniel's Quality Body Works is committed to keeping up with today's complex repairs by becoming certified by Ford, General Motors, Nissan, Hyundai, Dodge, Chrysler, and most recently, the Pro First Network by American Honda. At McDaniel's, we're committed to restoring your vehicle cosmetically, structurally, and electronically to pre-loss condition. Call us today in Longview at 753-5391, in Kilgore at 218-6109.
Welcome back, everyone. 14-0 Jesuit.
Jesuit had an 8-play drive. It was set up by the interception. The touchdown was an 8-yard run by Smith.
Meredith on the kickoff return. He's up across the 40. He's across midfield, and he's knocked out of bounds near midfield. So Camden Meredith brought it all the way back to the 50-yard line.
Well, let me say this, Brent. In the first quarter, we've got 0 yards rushing and 0 for 5 in passes. So we've had 0 offense with 3:29 to go in this first quarter. We're down 14-0. But Meredith just may have given us a shot in the arm with the long kick return. Let's hope.
High formation Longview. Meredith is the eye back. They give it to Meredith. Right side he goes. He's across the 45, or to the 45. He got 5 yards on the carry. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 5 at Jesuit's 45.
It is the first positive play from scrimmage in the first quarter.
Wow. 2nd down and 5 at Jesuit's 45-yard line. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Jesuit's got a 14-0 lead. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Flag on the play.
Too, Brent, that's the second time. What's happening is they get down and then they're shifting, and I suspect they're making a call and then shifting, and we've jumped or moved on the offensive line twice, maybe 3 times.
Maybe 3. Second down and 10. Second down and 10 for Longview at midfield. Second down and 10. Our first, is it second down? Second down and 10. 3 wides, far side of the field. Second down and 10. King back to throw. Going to chalk it outside. It's caught out there and knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
First completion of the game, and that was by Philip Washington.
So it's going to be third down, and it's third down and 6. At Jesuit's 46-yard line, 3rd and 6. Motion back to the formation. Key's going to roll to the near side of the field. He's going to throw, and it's caught. It's caught for a first down. Jalen Braden with a catch.
That's a big third down catch. Good throw, good catch.
At the Jesuit 34-yard line. First down and 10.
12-yard pickup. Braden had a couple of catches last week. The last few weeks he's been coming on, and that was a big catch there, the first of the night for him.
Double tight end set, I formation. There goes Meredith. Up the middle he goes, and he got to the 30-yard line. 4 yards gain, second down and 6. Well, Longview's got their back to the wall early tonight, 14-0. Got a minute and 12 to go here in the first quarter. Same set, double tight ends. There goes Meredith, left side he goes. He got a couple of yards. It's third down and Longview needs 3 for a first. Third down and 3 at the Jesuit 28-yard line. Third and 3. And the clock is down to 36 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Third down and 3. I formation again. We get to the minivan. The minivan's across midfield. Across the 20-yard line and down to the 14.
Just counter dive, and Kevin Jones gets his first carry of the game, and it was a big one on third down, and Longview has a first down and has the ball to the 14.
First down and 10, Longview at the 14. 14-0 Jesuit. I don't think Longview will get a playoff, although they might. They do. It's to Meredith. Up the middle he comes. Meredith's got a couple of yards to the 12-yard line. That'll end the first quarter. Jesuit 14, Longview nothing. Back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
Ram 1500 is the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and your largest selection in East Texas is at Peters Ram in Longview. Engineered to perform through advanced technology with fully customizable 12-inch color touchscreen, a new level of luxury overflowing with innovative features inside and out. We have the largest inventory in East Texas on 2019 Ram trucks with nationwide free delivery. See for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. Peters Ram in Longview.
You know, I've been thinking about getting a backup generator for a while now, but I keep putting it off. And as you well know, in East Texas, we can lose power at any given time. So be prepared. Make sure you and your family are up and running with a Generac generator from Morrison Supply. Generac offers the best standby generators to back up your home or business during an emergency power outage. Morrison Supply has several sizes in stock, so now is the time to pick one up. Check out Morrison Supply today in Longview, Kilgore, and Tyler.
Well, welcome back to Dallas, everyone. Brent Taylor, Johnny Bott, Eddie and Mike Richardson, and Gene Morris. Longview's got a second down and 8 at the Jesuit 12-yard line.
It was all Jesuit the first quarters. They lead 14-0 here, but Longview with their first threat of the game.
So it's second down and 8 for Longview at the Jesuit 12. Red formation. Jones the running back. King's going to run it. King's going to get close to a first down at the 5-yard line. He's going to be just a little bit short at the 5. Third down and a short one at the 5-yard line.
Now that was run the whole way, Brent. He just took a step back and then went right over the right guard and ended up getting close for the first down. Picked up 8 on the play.
Third down and a short one. High formation. Jones the running back, the fullback. Quarterback sneak by King.
Yeah, I don't know, Brent. It's quarterback keeper. I don't know how far he got. They can say
Got to the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
I didn't see it either.
It was just a big giant scrum, and we couldn't see when he stopped, but he actually got it down. They're going to mark it on the 1-yard line.
Yes, first and goal. First and goal, Longview at the 1-yard line of Jesuit. 10:58 to go in the half. Jesuit 14, Longview nothing.
As effective as that last quarterback sneak was, they may do it again here.
Meredith, right side he goes. Touchdown. Touchdown, Longview.
Well, he was over the goal. They pulled him back, but they said he got enough penetration. So from 1 yard out, Meredith with the score.
14-6 Longview. (14-6) Jesuit, I should say. Antonio Unafray will kick the extra point. King will hold it. Right on the tee. The kick is on its way. It's good. 14-7. Jesuit with the lead. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
Hello, everybody. You're looking live at Fansville, a college football utopia. Where the rivers flow with ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
Delicious.
Where the air smells of fresh-cut grass, artificial turf, and smoked meats.
Kielbasa's.
Where the radio only plays marching bands. And being able to read the defense is more important than being able to read.
Just kidding. Stay in school.
But what makes Fansville truly special are the people who call it home field.
The fans.
The type of people who tailgate before the tailgate.
Pass the Dr. Pepper.
Weren't afraid to shout, "My grandma could have made that kick," because that's the honest truth.
She's 90.
Passionate fans bound by loyalty, tradition, and the sweet, sweet nectar of the college football gods.
Dr. Pepper.
Get a taste of Fansville this fall during a college football game near you. Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. Grab some today.
Well, Longview's on the board with a much-needed touchdown.
Yeah, their last possession of the first quarter was 11-play, 50-yard drive. The touchdown was a 1-yard run by Meredith, and Longview converted the extra point. It's 14-7, and we've got 10:40 to play in the half.
You're unafraid with the kick. Kicks this one high, relatively short. He's fielded by Smith at the 10-yard line, back up to the 15, 20, 25, 30, across the 30 to near the 38-yard line. No, that was Taylor. So, Jesuit will scrimmage from their own 38. First down and 10. 14-7, Jesuit leads in the game, and we've got 10:33 to go in the half. Two backs beside Taylor and Smith beside Holman. Wide receivers to both sides. There's Smith again with a carry. He steps outside. Got 3 yards.
And Cedric Smith got good penetration, forced him to go wider than he wanted to, and ended up picking up, 3 yards on the play.
Malik Cannon made the tackle. Second down and 7. End over. A play action pass. Holman's chased, and Holman's tackle from the backside.
Yeah, he was forced out of the pocket. Looked like there was a crease there, but he couldn't get to it as Longview's defense closed in, and they're going to be forced now with third and about a 5.
Yeah. Braden, Drew Beltran made the tackle, so it's third down and 5.
This is where you got to put pressure on the quarterback.
Holman back to throw it. He's going to fire it outside, and it's caught.
He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped.
He had it, and it was a big hit that time by Longview's Buchanan, and Alato coughed it up, and it should force Jesuit to punt.
Well, it should. Yep, they're going to bring the punt team on. They're at their own 43-yard line. They'll send Hale back to return it for Longview, and they'll bring Parker Brown on to punt it for Jesuit.
This is, I tell you, catching the ball with the wind at the punter's back is dangerous sometimes because it's easy to misjudge them.
There's the kick. Just going to hit the ground and take a Jesuit and roll and be killed at the 18-yard line. 39-yard punt. No return. Longview throw 19. First and 10. 14-7. Jesuit with the lead. And we got 9:04 to go in the half. Let's see if Longview can settle back into their offense. They did on the last drive. Spread formation. Wing far side of the field. Meredith the running back. They give it to Meredith. Up the middle he comes. He came through the crease and got to the 25-yard line. He got 6 yards.
6 yards.
Second down and 4. Second down and 4 for Longview. At their own 25-yard line. Second and 4. There's again, right side he goes. He's close to a first down. That's a 29.
Yeah, he just had one man to beat that time. It looked like he might have a big play, but the linebacker, Tommy Roy, was able to get there and drag him down. But that was close to being a big gainer.
First down and 10 Longview from their own 29-yard line. 8:13 to go in the half. Longview is trailing Jesuit 14-7. High formation again. Motion back to the formation. King sprints to the near side of the field. Sets up and throws, and it's incomplete.
Whoa, but that pass was thrown well behind Kirby, who turned it up down the field and almost intercepted by Chase Walker.
It sure was. I thought it had been initially. Second down and 10 Longview.
I tell you try to throw the ball up the field with wind, and whether you're throwing into it or with it, it makes it difficult. And we've seen that tonight as Haynes King has struggled a little bit with the wind.
4 wide receiver set. King back to throw. Going to throw it outside. Incomplete. Try to go to J.D. Williams. He was wide and outside.
Yeah, he was open. He was running out route, but the pass over his head goes incomplete. Now Longview's going to have 3rd and 10. And if they don't pick this up, they're going to be forced to punt in the win. So this is a big play.
Sure is a big play. It's a very big play. 3rd down and 10 for Longview from their own 29-yard line. Good formation. 2 wide receivers to both sides. King back to throw. Sets up. Throws. Incomplete. Had a receiver there.
Kyle Moore was open, and the ball just was over his head. He jumped to try to catch it, but goes incomplete.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and Longview's got to punt it into the wind. 7:41 to go in the half. 14-7 Longview trails. Jesuit leads 14-7. Here's the Snap to King. End over end. Caught by Jesuit at the 36-yard line. So a pretty good punt into the wind.
Yeah, that was a nice punt into the wind.
43 yards.
I tell you, Brent, when
34 yards.
When you're not used to playing in the wind, throwing the football is extremely difficult.
Yes, it is.
What compounds it is as you struggle more and more, you start to press, it becomes even harder. So I mean, it's a great equalizer sometimes.
It sure is tonight. 34-yard punt. Holman is going to give it to Taylor, and Taylor's going to be knocked back after a couple of yards gained. That time Longview's defense stepped up. They stepped up in a big way, and it was Tyshawn Taylor with a hit. Second down and 8. Second down and 8 for Jesuit from their own 37.
I tell you, Brent, they run that zone read, and the quarterback has not kept it yet, but you got to watch for that at some point.
Holman back to throw it. Throws it outside. It's caught. Tackle at the 40-yard line. Third down.
Malik Cannon with the tackle. The catch was made by E.J. Smith.
So it's third down and 5 for Jesuit at their own 40-yard line. Third and 5. Let's see if Longview can hold them. Third and 5.
Smith's in the slot over here. They've got 3 receivers here, but he's the middle guy. I think you got to watch for him right here.
Holman back to throw it. Down the middle he goes. Incomplete.
It was for Smith, and that was good coverage that time by Longview's. That was Robert Pierce. Tell you though, that's another good throw by Holman. I mean, he hadn't been affected by the wind at all. Smith just dropped the football.
He's been on target pretty much from the very first of the game. So it's fourth down. Parker Brown back to punt it. 6:53 to go in the half. 14-7. Here's Brown with a punt. Hale with the catch and the return. Tackle right at the point of the catch. 31-yard kick. Not much return. And Longview will scrimmage from their own 28-yard line. First down and 10. Jesuit 14, Longview nothing. Longview 7. 6:44 to go in the half.
You'd like to see them move the football here.
2 wides far side of the field, I formation. Meredith with a carry, left side. He got it to the 34-yard line. 6 yards on first down. It's going to be second down and 4. Second down and 4.
Tell you, Brent, Meredith, he's getting into past the linebackers, and a couple of times it looked like he was just like a step away from popping off a big run. Hopefully we're going to see that happen at some point.
Second down and 4. There's the fullback, Jones up the middle. That is Darius Jones, and he got it to the 40 and a first down for Longview.
His first carry picks up 6.
First down to 40-yard line. Longview has moved it to their own 40. First and 10, 5:57 to go in the half. Jesuit 14, Longview 7.
You know, last week, Jesuit put together a great defensive game and the best of the year. And I don't know, it seems like it's almost giving their defense a shot in the arm because they've been very effective against Longview tonight.
They sure have. Spread formation. King back to throw it. Sets up and throws. It's caught.
Oh.
Did he catch it?
No. It was a leaping effort, and again, Brent, Kyrus Moore was wide open, and the pass was too far out in front of him, and he leaped, almost made a fantastic catch, but he goes incomplete.
Second down and 10 Longview from their own 40-yard line. Second down and 10. Yeah, he was open. 3 wides to the far side of the field. Wing on the near side. Now motion back to the far side. That's a tight end. Spread formation. King down the line option. They pitch it back to Meredith. Meredith's got a first down.
That's a nice run. That's just a speed option down the line, and he reaches in and makes the pitch, and Meredith turns it up, picks up 10 for the first down.
At midfield, right at the 50-yard line. First down and 10. Longview. 5:24 to go in the half. 14-7, Jesuit leads. But Longview on the move. With a first down at midfield. 2 wide receivers, either side. Here comes Meredith to the near side of the field. He got 3 yards. Going to be second down and 7. Second down and 7 for Longview at midfield. All right, the 47-yard line of Dallas Jesuit. High formation, King under center. Bootleg, back to the near side. The ball's thrown, caught out there at the 30-yard line and down to 28.
Yeah, that's a bootleg pass, and this time the pass was on the spot. Is Kyrus Moore, I think, was with the catch, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Kyrus Moore with a catch. It's a first down for Longview at the 30-yard line of Dallas Jesuit.
That was his first catch of the game.
First down and 10. 4:22 and the clock moves here in Kincaide. High formation again. Draw play to Meredith. Outside he goes. 20, 15, 10, down the inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for, to get him into past the linebackers, and he does it and gets up the sideline and almost takes it to the house. It's a great run by Kate Meredith on the delayed draw.
On the 4-yard line, he's out of bounds, and Meredith is down on the far side of the field. Yeah. He is down on the far side of the field.
Let's see what they're working on. We can't, too many people standing around him, but he is on the ground.
He sure is. Well, Longview's got an injured player on the field. We'll take a timeout with on 106.5 the Jack FM. We'll be back in 1 minute.
GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in Longview has once again been voted the best of East Texas. GZ's has the best sushi. GZ's serves the best Asian food, and GZ's mixes the best cocktail in East Texas. The attentive staff at GZ's strive to make your next dining experience memorable. It's not too early to book GZ's for your holiday party, company get-together, or special event. GZ's is the best at that, too. Call them at 247-8000, 247-8000. GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in the Village on Jetson Road, Longview. The best.
Why would you want to come home from work just to do more work? Let Wellington Grand Apartments make your life easy. No more mowing lawns or repairing your own appliances.
A great thing about living at Wellington Grand is how beautiful and clean the grounds are. It's refreshing and feels like a beautiful resort.
The valet trash service is brilliant for your busy lifestyle.
There's just something about a garage that's attached to my home. I love it.
Wellington Grand Apartments, experience the difference.
King got it to the 1-yard line on first down. It's going to be second down and goal inside the 1-yard line.
And Meredith, who went out the last play, is back in the lineup, so he's apparently okay, which is good news for Longview.
Inside the 1, second and goal. We got 3:31 to go in the half. Longview's got a trail Jesuit 14-7. Let's see if King's going to try to sneak it in. There he goes, right side.
Yeah, I haven't seen the official signal anything yet. It's going to be short.
They say touch, no, short. Right at the goal line, third down and goal. Well, let's try it again. Play clock's down to 15, now 12.
Yeah, they may have to burn the timeout on this one, Brent. You don't want to rush it here.
Quarterback sneak, touchdown.
Well, snap the ball with 2 seconds on the play clock, but they get the touchdown.
14-13. Longview within a point of tying this game up. Antonio Winifred will kick the extra point.
Kicking the extra point into this stiff wind, too, so nothing's a gimme here.
Ball's on the tee. Kick is blocked. This block is picked up out there by Onifre, and Onifre's going to be tackled. So he blocked the kick, though. Jesuit did. It's 14-13 with 2:32 to go in the half. We'll be back on 106.5 The Jack FM in 1 minute.
If you really want to wash your car, if you really want to get it clean, make it sparkle and shine, and get it looking like a new machine. Sobeys is a place to be.
Sobeys since 1999. Self-serve car wash in front of Sam's and the Express Tunnel on Highway 80 just down from Good Shepherd Medical Center. Go Lobos. Repeat the feat in 2019. Sobeys. Just say the works.
Is your mom's heart age older or younger than her real age?
Way older.
Way younger. Whether you're young, old, or somewhere in the middle, it's important to know how old your heart really is.
The same? I'm going to say younger? I am not allowed to say.
The Heart Age Assessment from Christus Health measures your real heart age, so you'll know where your heart health really stands.
My mommy looks old, but she says she's 29.
Find your real heart age at myrealheartage.com.
Welcome back. It's 14-13. Longview had the extra point block.
Yeah, there's a long, nice drive into the wind for Longview. 10 plays, 72 yards. The extra point was blocked after they got the 1 yard touchdown by Haynes. But they trail 14-13 with 2:32 to go in the half.
Spencer Powell to kick it off for Longview. Three, 2:32 to go in the half. Here comes Powell with a kick. This one's high, relatively short. Field at the 15-yard line. Back up the field comes Taylor. Knocked down at the 27. So Jesuit will scrimmage from the 27, 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Leading by a point, 14-13.
I got to tell you, Brent, this is an important series for the defense. I know there's just 2:26, and they got a long way to go, but they got the win at their back. And Longview's crawled back after being down 14-0. They have it 14-13, but you don't want to lose your momentum in the last series of the first half.
Holman, the quarterback. He's going to give it to Smith. Smith's got room. I think that was Smith. That might have been Taylor.
No, that was Smith.
I thought it was. He got 10 yards, 1st down and 10. Got it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Going to give it again, this time to Taylor. Taylor got nothing, 2nd and 10 at the 38. Stopped on the play by Robert Pierce.
It surprised me a little bit, Brent, that the clock down to 150. Their first 2 plays are running. They're taking their time here.
Red formation. Holman back to throw. He's going to take this one deep down the field. Incomplete.
I don't know, Brent. He pulls it down.
Did he catch that thing? Yes, he did.
Oh, my goodness. What a fantastic catch by E.J. Smith.
Wow, I thought it was over him.
I mean, that was unbelievable.
They give it to Taylor around the near side of the field. He's tackled at the 24. What an incredible catch that was. Now let's see. Jesuit's calling timeout. We'll take it with them on 106.5 The Jack FM. and be back in 1 minute.
Here are 2 ways to make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1, always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2, don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
In today's ever-changing collision repair industry, you need a shop that is prepared to meet your needs. McDaniel's Quality Body Works is committed to keeping up with today's complex repairs by becoming certified by Ford, General Motors, Nissan, Hyundai, Dodge, Chrysler, and most recently, the Pro First Network by American Honda. At McDaniel's, we're committed to restoring your vehicle cosmetically, structurally, and electronically to pre-loss condition. Call us today in Longview at 753-5391, in Kilgore at 218-6109.
Welcome back, everyone. 2nd down and 7 for Jesuit from the Longview 24. Oman back to throw it. Going to chuck it out to the side to Garrett, who's caught short of 1st down at the 20-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2 for Jesuit at Longview's 20, and the clock is inside of a minute and running here in Kincaide. Draw play to Kaler, short at the 20-yard line, so it's 4th down. Timeout Jesuit. We'll take it with them on 106.5 the Jack FM, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Meredith writes, "Am I the only person who didn't know Chick-fil-A had mac and cheese? Holy game changer." The secret's out now, Meredith. Is there anything you think the world should know about our mac and cheese?
What I really like about the mac and cheese is the oven toasted, golden brown, cheesy top layer. It's savory and it makes you feel really good.
That does sound amazing. Thanks, Meredith. Try the mac and cheese yourself at your local Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending. With a location near you, East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It's 4th down and 3 for Jesuit from the Longview 21-yard line, but Longview's called timeout. Jesuit's going to attempt a field goal, and I assume they eventually will do that very thing. But Longview's called a timeout. Kicker came off and got the tee. Well, let's see what it's going to be. That's the 20-yard line. 4th down and 3.
Well, I can tell you, if they go for this, you better be looking for E.J. Smith.
They're going to hurry to the line of scrimmage. And Longview called timeout again.
It's a cat and mouse game here. First they showed field goal, then they showed that they were going to run a play on 4th and 3, and Longview's taking 2 timeouts.
14-13 is our score. Jesuit's got the 1-point lead. We've got 46 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball's at Longview's 20-yard line. 4th and 3.
I think they got to be ready for them to try to draw us offside.
I'll tell you the other thing you need to watch for is they're very efficient at running screen plays, and this is the spot where they might try to do that.
Holman's under center.
So what they tried to do, the quarterback stepped up under the center trying to draw Longview off. Longview didn't move. That's good discipline on the defense, and so they've taken the timeout, and now they're going to attempt a field goal.
It's going to be a 37-yarder from the far hash. Parker Brown with the field goal attempt. 37-yard attempt from the far hash. Connor Naughton will hold it for Jesuit. And then Ethan Lane will snap it back. Here's the ball down on the tee. The kick is on its way.
No good.
No good.
No good.
No good. 41 seconds to go before halftime. And Longview is held, and they'll take it over.
Yeah, Lobos dodged a bullet there, Brent. No kidding. It really looked like they were going to get the 3-pointer, but he missed the field goal.
So Longview football from their own 20-yard line. First down and 10. 41 seconds to go. Longview's got one timeout left. Jesuit doesn't have any. Longview will get the ball to start the second half as they deferred to the first initially. Under center is King. They give it to Meredith. Up the middle he comes. And he got 3 yards. Going to be second down. And 7. Second down and 7. 24 seconds left on the stadium clock. And the clock moves.
They're like Longview going to run one last play, and if that's it, you might expect them. Well, they may just take a knee, but nope. They're going
to action pass.
Going to go deep.
They're going deep down the field for Kaz Moore. Incomplete at the 40-yard line. That'll bring up third down. 5 seconds left in the half.
Well, Brent, I think you saw again the effect of the wind as they were running Kaz Moore on a streak route, and Haynes threw the ball, and it was well short as the wind just knocked it down. I think they're going to take a knee and go in at halftime.
That's it. It's the first half. It's come to an end. Longview trails by a point, 14-13. But trailed by 14 early in the game. They've come back. It's a 14-13 game. Longview will get the football to start the second half. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 3 minutes.
GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in Longview has once again been voted the best of East Texas. GZ's has the best sushi. GZ's serves the best Asian food, and GZ's mixes the best cocktail in East Texas. The attentive staff at GZ's strive to make your next dining experience memorable. It's not too early to book GZ's for your holiday party, company get-together, or special event. GZ's is the best at that, too. Call them at 247-8000, 247-8000. GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in the Village on Jetson Road, Longview. The best.
Why would you want to come home from work just to do more work? Let Wellington Grand Apartments make your life easy. No more mowing lawns or repairing your own appliances.
A great thing about living at Wellington Grand is how beautiful and clean the grounds are. It's refreshing and feels like a beautiful resort.
The valet trash service is brilliant for your busy lifestyle.
There's just something about a garage that's attached to my home. I love it.
Wellington Grand Apartments, experience the difference.
If you really want to wash your car, if you really want to get it clean, make it sparkle and shine, get it looking like a new machine. Sobeys is the place to be.
Sobeys since 1999. Self-serve car wash in front of Sam's and the Express Tunnel on Highway 80 just down from Good Shepherd Medical Center. Go Lobos. Repeat the feat in 2019. Sobeys. Just say the works.
Is your mom's heart age older or younger than her real age?
Way older.
Way younger.
Whether you're young, old, or somewhere in the middle, it's important to know how old your heart really is.
The same? I'm going to say younger? I am not allowed to say.
The Heart Age Assessment from Christus Health measures your real heart age, so you'll know where your heart health really stands.
My mommy looks old, but she says she's 29.
Find your real heart age at myrealheartage.com.
Here are 2 ways to make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1, always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2, don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
In today's ever-changing collision repair industry, you need a shop that is prepared to meet your needs. McDaniel's Quality Body Works is committed to keeping up with today's complex repairs by becoming certified by Ford, General Motors, Nissan, Hyundai, Dodge, Chrysler, and most recently, the Pro First Network by American Honda. At McDaniel's, we're committed to restoring your vehicle cosmetically, structurally, and electronically to pre-loss condition. Call us today in Longview at 753-5391, in Kilgore at 218-6109.
Go all the way back to the beginning when God created football.
Let's go! Welcome to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to Dallas, Texas, Kincaide Stadium. We're at halftime. Longview trails Dallas Jesuit 14-13.
Well, the first quarter in particular was all Jesuit, and they started the game going into the wind, and they started on their own 21-yard line, and they had a 7-play drive that covered 89 yards. The big play in the drive was the touchdown run by E.J. Smith, and they converted the extra point with 9:41 on the first possession of the game. Jesuit had the 7-0 lead. Longview on their second possession, they weren't able to move on their first. The second possession, they threw an interception to Spicer, and Jesuit got their second score of the first quarter. This time was an 8-play, 34-yard drive. The touchdown again by Smith. This time was an 8-yard run as opposed to the 49-yard. And at that point, Jesuit led 14-0 over Longview. Next possession for Longview, they were able to put together their best drive of the first half, 11 plays, 50 yards. The touchdown was a 1-yard run, and Longview missed the extra point on that one. No, they made the extra point on that one. It was 14-7 at that point, Jesuit. And Longview got their last score of the first half on a 10-play, 72-yard drive. The touchdown was a 1-yard run by Haynes King, but the extra point was blocked, and so that's when it became 14-13. Jesuit with the lead. Jesuit took their last drive of the first half and drove down to the 20-yard line of Longview, and they had to win at their back. You thought there was a good chance for a field goal, but it was no good, and so that's where we are right here. 14-13. Jesuit leads Longview at half. Stats for Longview: Caden Meredith had 13 carries for 61 yards, 1 touchdown. Haynes King had 5 carries for 17 and a touchdown. But the really stat that really sticks out in the first half is Longview's throwing the football. They've completed only 3 of 13 passes, and they spread it around. Braden Moore and Washington all have a reception. And interestingly enough, Holman, not been heralded that much for his passing, but he's been able to throw the ball really well the wind and into the wind. He's completed 8 of 13 passes, and they've spread it around. The 2 best catches, though, by E.J. Smith. And E.J. Smith has also been a dominant figure on the rushing side, as he's had 9 carries for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jake Taylor has not been effective, 7 carries for 4, and Rance Holmes carried twice for 4. But, I mean, the reality in the first half is that Jesuit has really played well, and Longview struggled a little bit.
Yeah, they sure have. Longview will get the ball to start the second half. Right now, our score at halftime is Jesuit 14, Longview 13. We'll be back with more football from Kincaide Stadium on 106.5 The Jack FM. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending, with a location near you. East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at ETPCU.com. etpcu.org.
Make adventure possible with the Jeep lineup at Peters. Backed by Jeep's legendary 4x4 capability and built from the ground up, the all-new Gladiator is engineered to leave the pavement behind. Grand Cherokee, crafted to a higher standard, exudes power at every turn. And your Motor Trend SUV of the year, Wrangler. Delivering ultimate fun, freedom, and unmatched off-road performance. With the largest inventory of new Jeeps in East Texas and nationwide free delivery. See for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Trust, loyalty, actions. Strong words that have great meaning when looking for the right insurance agency. Gans & Smith is the oldest and largest independently owned insurance agency in Longview. Local and experienced, representing many fine companies like Germania Insurance. Trust is earned when actions meet words. Gans & Smith will earn your trust. Their office is at 1109 Judson Road or on the web at gans-smith.com. Gans & Smith Insurance. Find them on Facebook and go Lobos.
Why would you want to come home from work just to do more work? Let Wellington Grand Apartments make your life easy. No more mowing lawns or repairing your own appliances.
A great thing about living at Wellington Grand is how beautiful and clean the grounds are. It's refreshing and feels like a beautiful resort.
The valet trash service is brilliant for your busy lifestyle.
There's just something about a garage that's attached to my home. I love it.
Wellington Grand Apartments, experience the difference.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Meredith writes,
Am I the only person who didn't know Chick-fil-A had mac and cheese? Holy game changer.
The secret's out now, Meredith. Is there anything you think the world should know about our mac and cheese?
What I really like about the mac and cheese is the oven toasted, golden brown, cheesy top layer. It's savory and it makes you feel really good.
That does sound amazing. Thanks, Meredith. Try the mac and cheese yourself at your local Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
You know, you won't really appreciate all those cliches about how quickly time flies until you realize your kids have grown up and you say, wow, did I miss something? Those precious years between kindergarten and college
I'm taking the car, Dad.
are flying by. And to keep from missing them, Hayes RV Center in Longview has an idea. Before the kids are grown, give them memories to last a lifetime. See the country with them in an RV that is hand-picked for you and your family. Spend summers visiting the national parks. Cook meals together. Read stories. Sit outside watching the stars. Talk to each other. Laugh a lot. Be a family and go wherever the road leads. Hayes RV Center in Longview can make it happen, all for less than you think. And of course, Hayes RV will arrange affordable financing. Hayes RV Center is locally owned. Shop them online at hayesrvcenter.com or see them in person on Judson Road, 2 miles north of Longview Mall. Hayes RV Center in Longview at hayesrv.com.
It's time for some straight talk. You've got real work to do, but everyone's sucking up the free Wi-Fi faster than a Mocha Choco double frap on ice. So be your own hotspot. Now with Straight Talk Wireless, get 10 gigs of hotspot data with the Ultimate Unlimited plan. Just $55 a month on America's best 4G LTE networks. You don't have to find a hotspot. You are the hotspot. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Compatible device and SIM required. Excludes the 2-line plan. See straighttalk.com.
Sit up! Welcome back to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show.
Harlan, the sports guy, and Pigskin Bob on your Longview Lobo halftime report presented by Eastman Credit Union and the Made Right Company, your local Dr. Pepper distributor. Longview playing Jesuit tonight, going to get a big victory after the game. On your way back, we invite you to join us on the Friday Night Scoreboard Show on 104.1 The Ranch, Kicks 105.7. We're covering round 2 high school football playoff. Lots of games across East Texas.
Okay.
Bob, some of the games you're watching besides this big Lobo victory.
Harlan, do you know what a shocker is?
I do.
A shocker. Well, that was last week when Texas High upset Lufkin.
Gave
we
them
were so happy to hear
Gave
that.
them the shocker.
They upset Lufkin. Well, tonight they take on Independence. So go Texas High. What a big win last week. I'd like to see them follow it up this week.
It's the Battle of Texas Independence.
All right, in 5A Division II action, East Texas team still in the running. We got White House taking on Barbers Hill, and then Enos takes on Centennial tonight.
Good matchup there.
In 4A Division I, how about them Bulldogs? Your Carthage Bulldogs. They've got got Lumberton, and they're heading south.
I just have a feeling the Lobos, the Carthage Bulldogs, on a march for another title each school.
I sure would like to see Palestine win tonight, too. They take on Huffman Hargrave. That's in 4A Division 1. Now in Division...
What do you got against Huffman Hargrave?
I just don't like them, and I'd like to see them lose.
And you want to see Palestine win?
Any other questions?
Nope, good.
Can we move forward?
Move on.
All right, in 4A Division 2 action, check this out. Pleasant Grove takes on Salado, Fairfield versus Gilmer, and then Spring Hill still playing football as they take on Waco Connolly tonight.
Go Panthers!
3A Division 1, it's Pottsboro versus Sabine.
Yeah,
All right?
Sabine wins their first playoff game in school history, going for number 2.
All right, I love it. Winsboro takes on Dallas Madison, and Gladewater versus Van Alstyne. Now in 3A Division 2, it's Elysianville's taking on Bells. Big game in Longview. We got Harmony versus Paul Pewitt. And then you got Dangerfield taking on Blue Ridge. And what about Newton taking on Troop? Newton almost lost to New Diana last week.
And they're primed for the upset, Bob.
I think so.
How about that Harmony-Paul Pewitt game?
Wow.
What kind of battle is that going to be?
That's probably the game of the night. I really am excited about what either of these teams. Love both of those programs.
Yeah, great matchup.
Now in 2A Division 1, there's a matchup there that strikes close to home on you. Your Joaquin Rams and the Yellow Jackets, Harlan of Alto, getting it on.
Ram power, we've got all we can handle. I'm calling for the upset.
All right, you got Harleton taking on Carlisle. Big football game. Harleton, who would have thought they would have been here?
Harleton, one of the big surprises this year.
We got Big Sandy taking on Groveton, and then St. Augustine. Do they roll again tonight over Normandy?
The Wolves roll, just like the Lobos.
If I was a betting man and you could bet on high school football, it would be on the Wolves for me. And then in 2A Division 2, Mount Enterprise takes on Dawson this evening as well.
There you go. See, we're covering all the high school football playoff action. Join us after the John King postgame interview. We're over on 104.1 The Ranch and Kicks 105.7. Harlan the Sports Guy and Pigskin Bob on the Friday Night Scoreboard Show. This is your Longview Lobo halftime update. Coming up, more halftime entertainment brought to you by Eastman Credit Union and the Maid-Right Company, your local Dr. Pepper distributor.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending, with a location near you. East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
Hello, everybody. You're looking live at Fansville, a college football utopia. Fansville. Where the rivers flow with ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Delicious. Where the air smells of fresh-cut grass, artificial turf, and smoked meats. Kielbasa's. Where the radio only plays marching bands. And being able to read the defense is more important than being able to read. Just kidding. Stay in school. But what makes Fansville truly special are the people who call it home field. The fans. The type of people who tailgate before the tailgate. Pass the Dr. Pepper. Who aren't afraid to shout, "My grandma could have made that kick," because that's the honest truth. She's 90. Passionate fans bound by loyalty, tradition, and the sweet, sweet nectar of the college football gods. Dr. Pepper. Get a taste of Fansville this fall during a college football game near you. Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. Grab some today.
Did you know that matching uniforms not only helps your team look their best, but it also improves patient satisfaction ratings? Scrubs Galore and More will add your logo with custom embroidery, giving your office an even more polished look. Scrubs Galore and More provides in-office fitting, custom embroidery, and group discounts for eligible orders. If your team needs a new look, call today and make an appointment to fit your staff. Scrubs Galore and More, just 3 blocks north of Christus Good Shepherd on 4th Street. Scrubs Galore and More. That's Scrubs Galore and More.
Peters can help drive your business the extra mile with Ram commercial trucks and vans. Haul, load, and carry anything with the capability of a Ram truck that works as hard as you do. Upgrade your mobile workstation with the impressive performance and maneuverability of Ram ProMaster vans. We have the largest inventory in East Texas of Ram commercial trucks and vans with free nationwide delivery. Trust the proven dependability of Ram and see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Christmas is a wonderful time of year when we celebrate faith, family, and the tradition of giving gifts. I'm Amanda Laws. My husband Don Laws and I are the owners of Scrubs Galore and More, and we want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. May this holiday season sparkle and shine. May all your wishes and dreams come true. And may you feel happiness all year round. Merry Christmas from all of us at Scrubs Galore and More, 3 blocks north of Christus Good Shepherd on 4th Street in Longview.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. And we give you this toy monkey, which will bang its cymbals when the right resume appears. Okay, there is no monkey.
I said there is no monkey!
But skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions.
Here are 2 ways to make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1, always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2, don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm Attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
Hi, I'm Brooke Burke. Do you ever consider just how important your feet are? They're quite literally the foundation of your body. And if you don't take care of them, you're asking for problems. That's why I wear Skechers' new Arch Fit shoes. Skechers teamed up with doctors to make a shoe that provides complete all-day foot support. They use 20 years of data to design a podiatrist-certified insole that distributes pressure across the arch, providing incredible stability and extreme comfort. Get Skechers' new Arch Fit at a Skechers store near you, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Dell has announced their biggest Black Friday ever with some of the lowest prices of the year, offering you up to 50% off top brand electronics like Samsung TVs. You'll also get massive deals on Dell and Alienware computers with Intel Core processors, plus free shipping on everything. For the gamer, streamer, or student, Dell has you covered. Just call 800-BUY-DELL or go to Dell.com/Black Friday. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
Welcome back to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got a pretty terrific ball game going on here right now. Longview trailing by 1 point right now at halftime, 14-13 to Jesuit. And I tell you what, a lot of people, know of Jesuit and whatever, but they are playing a terrific ball game tonight. And Longview's really not played the best first half, guys, so we'll see what happens the second half. But we get the ball first, and hopefully we'll be able to move the ball down the field and do some damage.
You're absolutely right, Eddie, on that. And I think when you see us come out second half, Mike, I think you'll see us drive the ball down the field, keep the ball away from Jesuit's offense is what my thinking would be. And you alluded on something too, Eddie. You alluded to something that we hurt ourselves the first half. We hurt ourselves more than they hurt us. They jumped out some 14 points, but we threw an interception down there, and they got the ball on the 30-yard line, I think it was, Mike, and they drove it on in and got 7 points.
Yeah, and when we scored our second time, they blocked the extra point, and they've blocked several kicks lately. They're really good at it. They work hard at it, and they did it to us what they've been doing to everybody else, and that's going to be big in the second half.
It will be.
And that means we're always going to be a point down unless we go for 2 somewhere along the way, and we don't want to lose by 1 point. And we've got to be prepared to go for 2 at some point, and my thinking is do it as early as you can and try to get the 7-point lead. But we got to score first, and that means we got to get some first downs. We've struggled running the ball. Their defense is much improved. A lot of those guys that are starting on defense as seniors started as sophomores 2 years ago.
They played against us,
and we handled them pretty well. They've grown up now. They're really pretty good. And let me tell you this. Emmitt Smith's son, E.J. Smith, is really good.
He is.
He can play. He's got a lot of Emmitt in him, and when he broke the run to the outside, his running style, he looks a lot like Emmitt running down the field. So if you've ever watched Emmitt, some of you that are old enough to remember when he was playing, the son runs just like the dad. Plus, he's really a great receiver. We have not had an answer for him, but we've got to, because like Johnny told us a little bit ago, if the game is close, late in the game,
that's who they're going to.
That's who they're going to, whether on the ground or in the air.
Speaking about going to, when they threw the long pass a while ago to get down into the scoring range, they didn't get anything out of it, but not only is he a good runner, he's also a good receiver. And he's tall, but he is just a good athlete. Emmitt Smith should be proud of his son because he showed he does more than just run the ball. He catches it around the backfield, and he's good on the sweeps. The first sweep that he got against us and scored, got a lot of yardage there against us. We didn't contain him, and he is fast, and he's faster than I thought he was. He wasn't as fast when he was a sophomore, Mike. I think you'll agree with that.
Yeah.
But he has got quicker and he's bigger and stronger. 195-pound running back is a good running back in this league, and he's fast and quick, and he's got happy feet. And when they happy, he moves his feet. He never stops. When he gets the ball, he's turning and twisting, and he's running. He's going forward. That's how he gets so much yardage.
One thing that surprised me, and I know Johnny mentioned it earlier, their quarterback hadn't had any trouble throwing with or against the wind. He's had a pretty good first half.
Yes.
And his receivers have dropped the ball a couple of times, or he'd have a lot better night going. On the other hand, we've been struggling trying to throw the ball.
We haven't thrown against the wind, Mike and Eddie. Have you agree, Eddie? We haven't been against the windy night as we've been playing this year, I don't think.
Yeah, and also we've had more pressure tonight than what we were hoping we would see. And that's one thing. Haynes has had to move out of the pocket a few times and, make some throws there. So adjustments being made on both sides of the ball at halftime. So we'll see what happens.
Passes too.
Yes, we did. We had a couple we could have had.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, guys. Matt, let's go ahead and send it back to you for 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and wrap this halftime up.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending. With a location near you, East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
Is your mom's heart age older or younger than her real age?
Way older.
Way younger. Whether you're young, old, or somewhere in the middle, it's important to know how old your heart really is.
The same? I'm going to say younger? I am not allowed to say.
The Heart Age Assessment from Christus Health measures your real heart age, so you'll know where your heart health really stands.
My mommy looks old, but she says she's 29.
Find your real heart age at myrealheartage.com.
If you really want to wash your car, if you really want to get it clean, make it sparkle and shine, and get it looking like a new machine. Sobeys is the place to be.
Sobeys since 1999. Self-serve car wash in front of Sam's and the Express Tunnel on Highway 80 just down from Good Shepherd Medical Center. Go Lobos, repeat the feat in 2019. Sobeys, just say the works.
Why would you want to come home from work just to do more work? Let Wellington Grand Apartments make your life easy. No more mowing lawns or repairing your own appliances.
A great thing about living at Wellington Grand is how beautiful and clean the grounds are. It's refreshing and feels like a beautiful resort.
The valet trash service is brilliant for your busy lifestyle.
There's just something about a garage that's attached to my home. I love it.
Wellington Grand Apartments, experience the difference.
Welcome back to the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to Kincaide Stadium. Eddie Richardson, Mike Richardson, Gene Morris with you here at halftime. And we'll see what happens. Longview, Longview has the option, but I feel pretty sure they're going to take the ball.
I do, too.
So we'll see what happens there, and hopefully we move down and get some points and then let our defense come out and do their thing, Mike.
I'm just watching. They're showing highlights of the first half down there, and I'm noticing Haynes had a lot more success throwing the ball on the run. So let's take a look and let's see if they don't move him out of the pocket some to start the second half. And
when they do that, Mike, he can run the football.
Right.
If he can open up the lane and he can see where the tacklers are, and he could get some yardage if he rolls it out.
Yeah, I think I only remember a couple where he had the option man out there, and then not the first time, but the second time he did pitch, and we picked up a good gainer there. So Mike, you're right, and Gene, I think we will see more of that on the run.
I think you will, and it gives him more of an option what to do with it when he rolls out left or right, and it opens up the running game too. When he rolls out, the linebackers are spread out a little bit.
Okay, all right, Matt, we'll send it back to you. We'll have a 2-minute timeout, and then we'll be back, and the second half will be getting underway.
Where can ECU take you? Whether it's a road trip to the mountains, a vacation to the coast, or just out to lunch, an Eastman Credit Union auto loan can get you there. With ECU's great low rates and convenient features, an ECU auto loan can take you anywhere you want to go. And that's not all. You can even postpone your payment for up to 3 months. What are you waiting for? Find out where ECU can take you today. Visit www.ecu.org/go to learn more or apply today.
This is football.
This has been the Eastman Credit Union Halftime Show, presented by 106.5 Jack FM.
GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in Longview has once again been voted the best of East Texas. GZ's has the best sushi, GZ's serves the best Asian food, and GZ's mixes the best cocktail in East Texas. The attentive staff at GZ's strive to make your next dining experience memorable. It's not too early to book GZ's for your holiday party, company get-together, or special event. GZ's is the best at that, too. Call them at 247-8000, 247-8000. GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in the Village on Jetson Road, Longview. The best.
Ram 1500 is the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and your largest selection in East Texas is at Peters Ram in Longview. Engineered to perform through advanced technology with fully customizable 12-inch color touchscreen, a new level of luxury overflowing with innovative features inside and out. We have the largest inventory in East Texas on 2019 Ram trucks with nationwide free delivery. See for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. Peters Ram in Longview.
Welcome back, everyone, to Kincaide. Brett Taylor, Johnny Vaughn, Eddie and Mike Richardson, and Gene Morris. 14-13 Jesuit as we start the second half. What about the second half, quickly?
Well, I think Longview gets the first possession. This is exactly what happened in the first half. Jesuit got the first possession, and they went into the win and got a score. And I think it's important if Longview doesn't score, they need to move the football on this first possession. You don't want to give it back to them with great field position.
Here's Parker Brown with a kick. Longview picks it up to the 10, 15, up to the 20, across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 37-yard line. So a nice return by Shannon Jackson.
Shannon Jackson with an excellent return as he gets it out to the 36-yard line. So Longview starts with pretty good field position to start the second half. They will go into the wind.
First down and 10 Longview, 14-13 Jesuit. Wide receivers to both sides. Tight end on the far side of the field. Spread formation. They give it to Meredith. He tries to go outside, caught for a 2-yard loss.
No room at all. That time is a good containment outside by Ford Buckner, the outside linebacker, and he makes the tackle and actually lose a couple yards.
Sure did. Going to be second down and 12. At the 34-yard line, second down and 12.
Now you're kind of in a position, Brent, you almost have to throw the football on second down and second and 12. See what they do. Trips coming to this side.
Red formation. King in the gun. Sprints to the near side of the field. Going to throw it up the field. Incomplete.
Well, again, that's a play where they had trips over here, and Haynes rolled to his left and tried to throw back towards the middle of the field, and the ball was underthrown and goes incomplete. So they just continue to struggle throwing the football into this win.
Third down and 12. The Longview from their own 34-yard line.
Well, this is a spot, if you got a play that's your best play, is when you need to run it, because we need this one for the first down.
Back to throw. Quarterback draw. King up the middle to the 41. Short of a first down by 5 yards, or 6. So it's 4th down. And Longview's got to put it away. 4th down at the 40-yard line. So Longview didn't move much.
No, not much at all.
And they got to punt it away.
Well, let's see what kind of punt he gets into this stiff breeze.
The Loco is back to return it for Jesuit.
Oh, man. I don't know what happened there, Brent. The up guy moved.
Only got a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th down and 11.
You think that was going to be a fake punt?
I think it was.
I think it was too, because we had movement.
Here's the kick from King. It'll be fielded at the 25. Across the field to the 30. Knocked out of bounds at the 37. "40-yard punt, no return," or a short return. So Jesuit will scrimmage from their own 37-yard line with a 1-point lead, 14-13. We've got 10-17 to go in the third quarter. Jesuit's first possession of the second half.
Going to move with the wind at their back and with the 1-point lead.
2 wide receivers near side, 1 far side. They're going to give it to Smith. On the near side he comes with a sweep play across midfield or to midfield with a flag thrown at the 38-yard line.
I think they're going to wipe the play out, Brent. That was thrown where generally you call holding, and that was a big play, and the penalty occurred way away from it. Let's see if it does go against Jesuit. They're walking back, so I think it is. It's going to be a hold.
Yep, holding against Jesuit. That's going to make it 1st down and 20. They go all the way back to their own 26-yard line. 1st down and 20 for Jesuit. 10-11 to go in the third quarter. And our score is Jesuit 14 and Longview 13. A blocked extra point by Longview. Here's Holman back to throw. Here's one over the middle, deep down the field. Incomplete.
Well, that one had a chance for them, Brent, as he had the defensive back beaten just by a little bit, but the ball was overthrown and goes incomplete.
The intended receiver was White Garrett. Tall, rangy wide receiver. 2nd down and 20.
Got 4 receivers out. Got a lot of people.
Motion out of the backfield. Holman's going to run the quarterback draw, tackle.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, that had a chance to be a play. But I think that was Tyshawn Tyler. He's got one hand on the quarterback's foot, and he was fixing to step up and have a big play. It's a great defense that time by Tyshawn Taylor.
3rd down and 3rd and 18. Third down and 18. Yeah, Tyshawn Taylor made a big play. That's going to be a long run. 3rd and 18. Holman back to throw it. Here's the pass over the middle. Incomplete.
He's lucky that, I'll tell you, Brent. Longview
there he came.
Yep, there it is. I wondered if they were going to call it, but he made contact before the ball got there.
He sure did on 3rd down and 18. That's going to be a 1st down.
My goodness.
That's going to be a 1st down for Jesuit out to their 43-yard line. 1st and 10.
Man, third and 18, is that what it was?
Yes. Here's Holman. They give it on the sweep play to Smith. Smith to the near side. Stop, no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Taylor again on the play.
Second down and 10 for Jesuit from our own 43-yard line. 8:44 to go here in the third quarter. 8:44 to go and the clock moves. Second down and 10. Coming back to throw it again. He's going to be sacked this time.
That's a sack. And that was Malik Cannon.
Yes, it was. Back to the 36. Now it's third down and long. Let's see if we can't keep from getting the first. 3rd and 17.
Well, that's about what it was a few minutes ago, and the interference was called, and they got the first.
Cook and Loco to the far side of the field, joined over there by Smith. 3rd down and 17. Holman back to throw it again. This one's over the middle.
Wide open.
Caught a Loco, first down. Wide open in the middle of the secondary.
Man,
That's the 41-yard line of Longview.
Little skinny post, Brent, and he was just wide open. And again, Holman able to hit him right in the number. And he makes the catch, his 4th of the night, and they've got a first down.
They give it again on the sweet play to Smith. And he got 5 yards to the 35, or 6 yards. No, 5 to the 36. Second down and 5. Second down and 5 at the 36-yard line. 7:05 to go in the third quarter. 14-13 Jesuit. Second down and 5. They give it to Taylor up the middle. He got close to a first down at the 31 or 32. He's a yard short. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard. Jeff's going to go fast. Tempo. There's Smith into the clear. 10, 5, touchdown. 20-13.
Wow, that's just incredible.
Well, Longview had him twice, 3rd down and a mile to go, and just couldn't keep them from getting the first. Now, here's the extra point to make it a 21-13 game. There's the extra point attempt. It's up and good. Jesuit 21, Longview 13. 6:26 to go in the third quarter. Back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
Trust, loyalty, actions. Strong words that have great meaning when looking for the right insurance agency. Gans & Smith is the oldest and largest independently owned insurance agency in Longview. Local and experienced, representing many fine companies like Germania Insurance. Trust is earned when actions meet words. Gans & Smith will earn your trust. Their office is at 1109 Judson Road or on the web at gans-smith.com. Gans & Smith Insurance. Find them on Facebook and go Lobos!
Parker Brown to kick it off. Jesuit 21, Longview 13.
8-play, 63-yard drive for them. They converted 2 third down plays, 3rd and long. One a penalty, and the other he just completed pass and the touchdown, a 32-yard run by Smith.
Here's the kick to Shannon Jackson. That's a 10-yard line. 15, 20, nope. Across the field.
You can't go sideways on a kickoff return, Brent.
Nope.
That's what happened.
They got him at the 17-yard line. So Longview scrimmage from their own 17. First down and 10. They trail by 8 points. And then we've got 6:19. Flag on the play. Yep. There it is. holding against Longview on the kickoff. That's going to move them back inside the 10-yard line to the 8. First and 10 for Longview at the 8-yard line.
Well, you've got a long way to go into a big win here, but this is a big series for Longview. I don't know that they've got to score, but they need to do something to move the football.
They sure do. First down and 10, 2 wides near side. High formation Longview. They give it to Meredith. Right side he comes to the 15. He got 7 yards. Going to be second down and 3. Oh, he's got an injured player on the field. We'll take a timeout with them on 106.5 the Jack FM. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
You know, I've been thinking about getting a backup generator for a while now, but I keep putting it off. And as you well know, in East Texas, we can lose power at any given time. So be prepared. Make sure you and your family are up and running with a Generac generator from Morrison Supply. Generac offers the best standby generators to back up your home or business during an emergency power outage. Morrison Supply has several sizes in stock, so now is the time to pick one up. Check out Morrison Supply today in Longview, Kilgore, and Tyler.
Here are 2 ways to make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1, always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2, don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
Well, Camden Meredith is the injured player. They're helping him off the field. And so Longview's got a second down and 3 from their own 16-yard line. From their 16, second down and 3. .608 to go in the third quarter. And it's second down and 3 for Longview. Trail by 8 points, 21-13. Red formation. King with the football. Going to take us run to the near side of the field. And let's see. Did he get the first down? No, short. Just a little bit. It's going to be third down and less than a yard. Third and less than a yard. High formation Longview. Quarterback sneak King.
I don't know. It's going to be close, isn't it? Where are they going to put it, Brent?
First down Longview at the 24. Oh, no, at the 19. First down Longview at their own 19-yard line. 5:33 to go here in the third quarter. Longview 20, Jesuit 21, Longview 13.
We just need something to give us a shot in the arm, a big play of some kind from somebody.
3 wides near far side of the field. Here comes motion back to the near side. King looks up. Going to throw it deep down the field. Caught out there at the 40. Midfield. 40-yard line. Inside the 35.
Well, maybe that's the play we needed. Kyle Moore with a big catch and a good throw from Haynes King, and Longview with a big play.
All the way to the 35-yard line of Dallas Jesuit. So Longview's got a first down with 4:56 to go in the third quarter. 21-13, and Jesuit with the lead. Big play.
37-yard pickup.
That was a big play. Running back is Shannon Jackson. King, option play. 20-yard line, 10-yard line, out of bounds. inside the 10, at the 7.
28-yard gain for Haynes King.
Shannon Jackson's in the game for Longview at running back. At the 6-yard line, Longview's going to scrimmage. First down and goal from the 6-yard line of Jesuit.
Has Jackson played running back any this year?
No.
I don't think so.
There goes the fullback. He didn't get in. He got it to the 2. It's going to be second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Javorius Jones with the carry. Harris Jones got it to the 2-yard line. Second down and goal.
We need to punch this in.
3:52 to go in the third quarter. High formation. Shannon Jackson, right side, touchdown.
Wow. Oh, Shannon Jackson with the touchdown from 2 yards out.
21-19. That was a big answer right there.
We needed that, and we said we needed a big play in there, and we got it from the pass to Kyrus Moore that got this thing going from Haynes King, 37 yards.
Let's see if Longview can tie the game. They're going to try to go for 2. Well, you're not going to get the play in, I don't think.
Yeah, that's a timeout we may need later on, but they've got to take it here.
They sure do. Play clock was down to almost 0, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take it. We'll stay right here with them. We'll stay here. Longview's going to go for 2 to try to tie the game. Oh, that was a big, big answer right there, John.
Yeah, I mean, we went a long way. On first down, we went from the 17 back to the 8-yard line, so we lost yardage, and then we made a big play, a 37-yard pass play that Kyrus Moore caught the play, and then we were able to drive it the rest of the way and get the score. It was a 7-play drive, 83 yards, and now we're closing within 2. But this is a big 2-point conversion. This is probably the biggest play of the year for Longview up to this point.
2-point conversion coming up. Longview's got the ball on the near hash. They put it over there to try for the 2-point conversion.
You got to believe that they're going to do something with Haynes to give him an option to run or throw the football. I would guess here, but we'll see. One back in the backfield.
He's going to go under center. Motion, back to the formation. Haynes is going to roll out, throw it to the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
Incomplete.
Was trying to go to Jalen Braden. Couldn't make the connection.
So it's 21-19. Jets with a 2-point lead. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
5 years interest-free. Yes, you heard right. 5 years interest-free on any purchase over $1,000. Judd here from Murray Jewelers. Have you been thinking about an engagement ring? Or maybe an anniversary gift? Or a treat yourself present? Because after all, you only live once. November will be your favorite month this year. Because from now until the end of the month, we've got 5 years interest-free financing for qualified buyers. Even better, for the first 5 months, you'll get no interest plus no payments. So your first payment won't be due until March of 2020. That's over 64 months interest-free. Murray customers have known for years that if you want a bigger diamond at a better price, you got to come see us. And now, with 5 years interest-free financing, you'll be amazed at what you can afford. Imagine a 1-carat diamond with payments as low as $49 per month. Interest-free. Only at Murray Jewelers, East Texas Diamond Superstore, Judson Road, Longview, Texas.
Well, Longview's close within 2 points, 21-19.
It was a 7-play, 83-yard drive. The big play in the drive, a 37-yard throw and catch to Kyrus Moore. They get the score on a run from Shannon Jackson. They go for the 2-point conversion. They throw the football. It goes incomplete, and it's 21-19 with 3:39 to play in the third quarter.
Spencer Powell to kick it off for Longview. Here comes the kick. He's kicked high to the 15-yard line. Fielded there to 15. Across the field to the 25, 30. Down the 30, 40-yard line. And finally out of bounds near midfield.
Oh, man.
At the 46-yard line.
We kind of yanked the momentum back a little bit, and then they get the big return to start their drive here. Going to mark it out, at the 46?
Yep. They sure are. At the 46-yard line. Well, it was a short kick to start off with. Into the wind. Now they run it back. Jesuit has run it back out to the 46-yard line where they'll scrimmage 1st and 10.
And this is a critical defensive series.
It sure is. And Smith on the sweep play near side of the field. And down he goes after a 5-yard gain.
Tyshawn Taylor with a big hit, the collision, and drops E.J. Smith, but still he picks up good yardage on first down.
He sure did, 5 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 5 from near midfield, or just across midfield to the Longview 48-yard line. 2:57 and the clock moves. Second down and 5. Holman's going to run it himself. Up the field. He got close to a first down.
Yeah.
3rd down and short.
They're going to spot it short.
3rd and a yard. Holman again on the carry. The zone read. He got it to the 39-yard line of Longview. 1st and 10. Longview's got to have a stop on this series.
Somebody's got to step up and make a play.
They sure do. 1st and 10 at the Longview 39. First down and 10 at Longview's 39-yard line. Give it again to Smith. He got 3 to the 36. 2nd down and 7.
It just makes it tough when you got a back like that, Brent. It's just he's almost going to always pick up 3 or 4 yards because he's just got so much power. If you don't hit him in the backfield, he's going to pick up yardage, and every time they get in the pinch, they give it to him.
They sure do.
Or throw it to him.
2nd down and 7.
This is a place for a play. Put him in 3rd and long, but we got to make the play here.
Smith takes it outside. Longview got him. He gained 3 yards, but Longview got him before the first down was attained. So now it's 3rd down and a couple of yards for Jesuit.
And the problem with that is that it looked like he was going to be stopped in the backfield. It looked like the play was going to go between the guard and the tackle, and he kicks it outside and ends up makes plus yardage. Really, they got 3rd and short here.
3rd down and short. 3rd and 2. He gives to Smith again. Near side he comes. First down and more. Inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 15.
16-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of Longview. 21-19. Jesuit with the lead and the football. 1st and 10 at Longview's 15-yard line.
I'm not sure that he's not hurt, and I'm not sure it's not that wrist that he had a problem with earlier in the year. He goes to the sideline and then lays down.
E.J. Smith is down on the field. We'll take a timeout with Jesuit on 106.5 the Jack FM. And we'll be back in 1 minute.
Trust, loyalty, actions. Strong words that have great meaning when looking for the right insurance agency. Gans & Smith is the oldest and largest independently owned insurance agency in Longview. Local and experienced, representing many fine companies like Germania Insurance. Trust is earned when actions meet words. Gans & Smith will earn your trust. Their office is at 1109 Judson Road or on the web at gans-smith.com. Gans & Smith Insurance. Find them on Facebook and go Lobos.
If you really want to wash your car, if you really want to get it clean, make it sparkle and shine, and get it looking like a new machine. Sobeys is a place to be.
Sobeys since 1999. Self-serve car wash in front of Sam's and the Express Tunnel on Highway 8 just down from Good Shepherd Medical Center. Go Lobos. Repeat the feat in 2019. Sobeys. Just say the works.
Welcome back, everyone, to Kincaide Stadium. Jesuit with a 21-19 lead and have a first down at Longview's 15-yard line. We've got 12 minutes to go, and Longview's got their back to the wall.
Well, we hadn't been in this position all season, Brent. We're going to go in the fourth quarter, and we trail in the game, and they're down on our 15-yard line with first down. And,
yeah.
I mean, the reality is you got to keep them out of the end zone with a touchdown.
Yep.
Or it's going to be really, really tough.
21-19. First down and 10 Jesuit for Longview's 15.
E.J. Smith is out, and he left. It looked like he was injured, and he's not back in here.
There's the give to Heckel up the middle. He got it to the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the play. It's going to be second down and 6.
That was actually Taylor, man.
Was it Taylor?
Yeah.
There's Smith. He's back in the game. He got to the 9. Third down, and Jesuit needs 4 for a first at the Longview 9-yard line. He gave it to him again. He's inside the 5.
Going in.
Near the goal line. Touchdown. Wow. He's just pretty special.
Yeah, he's a tough man to handle.
He handled it right there to the for a touchdown after they looked like they might have him.
It's his 4th touchdown of the game.
Parker Brown to kick the extra point. It's 27-19. Here's the extra point attempt. No good.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my. No good. 27-19. We're back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
Hello, everybody. You're looking live at Fansville, a college football utopia. Fansville. Where the rivers flow with ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
Delicious.
Where the air smells of fresh-cut grass, artificial turf, and smoked meats.
Kielbasa's.
Where the radio only plays marching bands. And being able to read the defense is more important than being able to read.
Just kidding. Stay in school.
But what makes Fansville truly special are the people who call it home field.
The fans.
The type of people who tailgate before the tailgate.
Pass the Dr. Pepper.
Who aren't afraid to shout, "My grandma could have made that kick," because that's the honest truth.
She's 90.
Passionate fans bound by loyalty, tradition, and the sweet, sweet nectar of the college football gods.
Dr. Pepper.
Get a taste of Fansville this fall during a college football game near you. Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. Grab some today.
27-19 Jesuit.
9-play, 54-yard drive for Jesuits to score the 4th of the night for Smith. He scores from 9 yards out. They missed the extra point. It's a huge extra point miss. Now Longview only down 8 instead of 9, which would require them to have 2 scores. But this is a crucial series coming up for the Lobos.
Here's the kick from Parker Brown. It's high and short to the 20. Shannon Jackson to the 25, 30, 35, 38-yard line. So Longview will scrimmage from their 38. First down and 10. They trail by 8 points with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this football game. At the 39-yard line is the actual line of scrimmage. They trail by 8 points. 3 wides to the far side of the field. Spread formation. Braden motion back to the far side. Option play King. Down the line he comes. He's near midfield and close to a first down. He got it at midfield.
$11-yard pickup for Haynes King.
First down and 10 Longview from the 50-yard line. 10:53 to go in the game. Longview trails 27-19. Big Jones is in the game. Kevin Jones, the minivan, is in. It's first and 10. High formation. Shannon Jackson, right side he goes. He got to the 44-yard line, 6 yards on first down. It's going to be second down and 4. Hey, what? He's a pretty good running back.
For a guy that really hadn't been a running back this entire season, he looks really good.
He's playing safety. Second down and 4 from Jesuit's 44. Same I formation. Play action pass. Key's going to run it. Now he's going to throw it. Deep down the field, incomplete.
That was the bootleg pass play. They had a man deep. Haynes tried to throw it on the run, and it was just overthrown with the wind.
Third down and 4. You got to think this is 4 down. 9:49, the clock is stopped. I wouldn't think Longview would give it up. Spread formation, 3 wides, 4 sides. Quarterback keep. King. First down to the 40, I think.
I don't know, Brent. It's going to be really, depends on the spot. It's going to be close. They're going to give it to him.
They sure are.
Woo!
First down at the 40-yard line. Well, Jesuit. First down at Jesuit's 40. 9:26 to go in the game. Jesuit's got a 27-19 lead. 2 wides, far side of the field. Wing back on the near side. That's Braden. He's going to roll to the far side. Looks up. Throws it down the middle of the field. Caught.
Oh, my goodness. J.D. Williams, I think that's who that is.
It
12.
sure was.
Then that was a throwback. They rolled to the left, threw back to the right side, and J.D. Williams pulls down the reception.
At the 2-yard line. First and goal for the 2. Wow, what a play.
He rolled to the left. They threw back. He was behind the defensive back. The ball was a little underthrown. He had to slow down and made a good catch, and they get it to the 2.
High formation, Longview. They give to Shannon Jackson. Touchdown. 27-25.
6 plays, 61 yards, 2-yard, 2 TD for Jackson. That's his second of the night.
8:36 to go in the game. And Longview's got it to within 2. They can get the lead if they can get the 2-point conversion.
Get the tie.
Under center. There goes Jackson. Didn't make it.
Nope, nothing there. Nothing there.
27-25. Our score. Jesuit's got a 2-point lead. We'll be back on 106.5 The Jack FM in 1 minute.
Make adventure possible with the Jeep lineup at Peters. Backed by Jeep's legendary 4x4 capability and built from the ground up, the all-new Gladiator is engineered to leave the pavement behind. Grand Cherokee, crafted to a higher standard, exudes power at every turn. And your Motor Trend SUV of the year, Wrangler. Delivering ultimate fun, freedom, and unmatched off-road performance. With the largest inventory of new Jeeps in East Texas and nationwide free delivery. See for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending, with a location near you. East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
Welcome back, everyone. 2-point conversion failed. It's 27-25 Jesuit. We've got 8:36 to go in the game.
6-play, 61-yard drive. The touchdown, a 2-yard run by Shannon Jackson. The big play in the drive was the long pass play down to J.D. Williams, down to the 2, and then Longview went for 2, and Jackson was stopped short. And with 8:36 to go, Longview trails 27-25. Brent, now we're in a position that we have got to keep Jesuit out of the end zone.
Not kidding. Powell to kick it off for Longview. Here comes the kick. This one's kicked high inside the 5, 10, 15. A crease over there. It's a 20, 25, 30, 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big return by Jalen Spicer. Gets it out to the 37-yard line.
First down and 10, Jesuit. From their own 37. Longview trails by 2 with 8:28 to go.
This is such a big series defensively for Longview. They've got to figure out a way to stop E.J. Smith.
They're going to give it to Smith on the first play from scrimmage. Tackle. No gain.
Kyber and Jackson Jamerson, I believe, on the stop.
Second down and 10. .807 to go. A 2-point game. Jesuit with the lead.
Yeah, they got Smith in the slot, Brent. Usually when they do this, 2nd and 10, they try to get the ball to him with a pass play. You're going to blitz from the outside.
Holman back to throw, going to run the quarterback draw. Up the middle. Got room. Cross midfield. First down. At Longview's 48. Now here comes the penalty play.
What's that going to be?
I don't know.
It was thrown where nothing but Lobos were, but I don't know. Yeah, it's what they're going to do. They're going to call against Longview, that looks like. But I don't know what they did. Do you?
No, I don't. I do not know what they did. I guess no penalty. I guess they picked it up. So it's going to be a first down at the 47 or 48 of Longview. I guess they picked up the flag.
I guess they did. I don't know why, but they did.
I don't know either. First down for Jesuit. They give it to Smith on the sweep play to the far side of the field. He gets away from one and then another. And he got 5 yards.
I'm telling you, you got to keep him between the tackles or he's going to make yards. He goes wide. He's just got the quick feet.
He sure does.
A little bit like his
father.
His daddy
yeah.
was.
Second down and 6. They got 4. (27-25), 7:12 to go in the game. Second down and 6. Coleman gonna give it up the middle to Taylor, and Longview got him.
Sean Taylor.
Third down, and it's 3rd down and 7 or 6. 3rd down and 6. And Longview needs to stop right here. 3rd down. Clock moves.
Well, this is the play of the game up to this point. You might as well look for Smith, though. I think that's where they're going. Longview shows blitz, motion.
Here's Holman to throw it. Caught. It's going to be a first down at the Longview 37.
They go to Christian LaLoco, their leading receiver. He's a little quick post route, and the throw was perfect. The catch was good, and they've got the first.
They sure do. And they've got the first with 6:24 to go in the game at the Longview 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
We just cannot afford to let them score here, Brent.
Nope.
With 6:11 to go, they score. They go up by 9, and that means you got to have 2 scores in a short period of time.
Just can't afford to let them have it. 1st and 10. To Smith again. Around the far side. This time Longview got it for a yard loss. Back to the 38. 2nd down and 11. 5:42 and the clock moves. Second down and 11.
It seems like this is an obvious pass play, but they've been running the quarterback draw on some of these plays, and they've had good success doing that.
Holman, going to be a quarterback keep. That's fine, Longview. Oh, Longview didn't get him. They hit him in the backfield, but it's gone down to the 32-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. Jesuit's got an injured player on the field. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute.
GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in Longview has once again been voted the best of East Texas. GZ's has the best sushi. GZ's serves the best Asian food, and GZ's mixes the best cocktail in East Texas. The attentive staff at GZ's strive to make your next dining experience memorable. It's not too early to book GZ's for your holiday party, company get-together, or special event. GZ's is the best at that, too. Call them at 247-8000, 247-8000. GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in the Village on Jetson Road, Longview. The best.
Did you know that matching uniforms not only helps your team look their best, but it also improves patient satisfaction ratings? Scrubs Galore and More will add your logo with custom embroidery, giving your office an even more polished look. Scrubs Galore and More provides in-office fitting, custom embroidery, and group discounts for eligible orders. If your team needs a new look, call today and make an appointment to fit your staff. Scrubs Galore and More, just 3 blocks north of Christus Good Shepherd on 4th Street. Scrubs Galore and More. That's Scrubs Galore and More.
4:59 to go in the game. 3rd down and 5 at Longview's 32-yard line for Jesuit. They lead 27-25. They're going to run this reverse. Here they come, and Longview got him.
Oh, that looked like they had a play.
They sure did. And it's 4th down.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. It's going to be 4th down, and that same 5 needed for a first. 4:18, the clock moves. One thing about it, they're going to work that 40-second clock down as far as they can, too.
I think they'll work it down, take a timeout, and talk about it. It's what's fixing to happen.
I think you're right. They're going to call timeout. Jesuit's calling timeout. We'll take it with them on 106.5 the Jack FM, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
You know, you won't really appreciate all those cliches about how quickly time flies until you realize your kids have grown up and you say, wow, did I miss something? Those precious years between kindergarten.
Hi, Dad.
and college
I'm taking the car, Dad.
are flying by. And to keep from missing them, Hayes RV Center in Longview has an idea. Before the kids are grown, give them memories to last a lifetime. See the country with them in an RV that is hand-picked for you and your family. Spend summers visiting the national parks. Cook meals together. Read stories. Sit outside watching the stars. Talk to each other. Laugh a lot. Be a family and go wherever the road leads. Hayes RV Center in Longview can make it happen, all for less than you think. And of course, Hayes RV will arrange affordable financing. Hayes RV Center is locally owned. Shop them online at hayesrvcenter.com or see them in person on Judson Road, 2 miles north of Longview Mall. Hayes RV Center in Longview and hayesrv.com.
Welcome back, everyone.
They just moved, didn't they? I thought the offensive lineman moved.
4th and 5. Holman backs to throw it.
He made the catch.
It's thrown and it is caught. It is enough for a first. Yes. Barely enough. White Garrett with a catch. 1st and 10 at Longview's 26-yard line.
What you got?
Yes, with a carry caught behind the line.
The problem is now, Brandon, Longview got to start burning their timeouts.
Back to the 20, to the 31. Longview did take one then, didn't they, or no? Yeah. The injured player. .334 to go in the game, and it's going to be a second down for Jesuit. The ball's on the 32-yard line. Longview's 32. .334 to go in the game, and Jesuit leads 27-25. (27-25). .334 to go. Jesuit with the lead by 2 points.
Well, I think, Brandon, in this situation, I don't think that they'll throw the football until they feel like they've got to have the first down. I think you're going to run it, but you better not relax in the secondary.
Second down and 15. We're going to give it to Smith. Around the corner he comes. He's tackled at the 30-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 13. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM in 1 minute. Longview call time.
In today's ever-changing collision repair industry, you need a shop that is prepared to meet your needs. McDaniel's Quality Body Works is committed to keeping up with today's complex repairs by becoming certified by Ford, General Motors, Nissan, Hyundai, Dodge, Chrysler, and most recently, the Pro First Network by American Honda. At McDaniel's, we're committed to restoring your vehicle cosmetically, structurally, and electronically to pre-loss condition. Call us today in Longview at 753-5391, in Kilgore at 218-6109.
Trust, loyalty, actions. Strong words that have great meaning when looking for the right insurance agency. Gans & Smith is the oldest and largest independently owned insurance agency in Longview. Local and experienced, representing many fine companies like Germania Insurance. Trust is earned when actions meet words. Gans & Smith will earn your trust. Their office is at 1109 Judson Road or on the web at gans-smith.com. Gans & Smith Insurance. Find them on Facebook and go Lobos.
Green pass. Longview got him. 4th down. Beltran. It's 4th down and 12. We've got 3:14 to go and the clock moves.
Longview going to let the clock run, I guess.
I guess so.
Save a timeout. They're going to run the clock all the way down. I can tell you, this is going to be a pass play. You got to watch for Lotto or Smith.
Holman back to throw. Over the middle he goes.
That was caught.
Catch.
That was caught.
Thought it was incomplete.
Was it?
No, it was caught.
That will effectively do it, I'm afraid.
Jagger maybe was there.
That was there. Now you got to hope for a turnover somewhere. You got to force it.
I don't think Longview has any timeouts left if it's on the scoreboard. Give it to Smith again. He comes up the middle, couple of yards gain, second down and 8.
Oh, man, what?
27-25, a minute and 55 to go in the game.
Longview's got no timeouts left, and this will be. If they don't turn it over, Brent, I don't think there's enough time.
I don't think so either. Second down and 9 for Jesuit at Longview's 12-yard line. They give it to Smith again. Right side he goes to the 10. Third down and 6 at the 10-yard line of Longview. Longview can't stop the clock. And Jesuit can run it pretty far down.
I don't think Longview. I think they can run one play here, and the clock's going to run out.
I think it is too.
So,
third down and 6 for Jesuit. Going to give it to Smith again, and he's going to get to the 9-yard line. It's going to be fourth down.
It's going to matter.
It's not going to
matter.
Jesuit has beaten Longview tonight. (27-25). They'll advance into the playoffs, and Longview see their season end at 11-1.
27-game winning streak.
Yep.
Longview had coming into this heavy favorite in this tonight. It wasn't the night for the Lobos.
No, it really wasn't.
27-25, Jesuit. You got to say, Brent, that they just outplayed Longview.
I think they did.
I mean, this is no cheap win for them.
No,
and they took the last drive of the game where they had to move the football. They went from their own 37, drove down to the 29-yard line, or actually down to the 10-yard line, and ran the clock out. Longview's going to go home, and I got to tell you, this is one of the most disappointing losses that we've had during the Lobo games.
I think it is. We'll be back on 106.5 the Jack FM with a wrap-up in 3 minutes.
5 years interest-free. Yes, you heard right. 5 years interest-free on any purchase over $1,000. Judd here from Murray Jewelers. Have you been thinking about an engagement ring? Or maybe an anniversary gift? Or a treat yourself present? Because after all, you only live once. November will be your favorite month this year, because from now until the end of the month, we've got 5 years interest-free financing for qualified buyers. Even better, for the first 5 months, you'll get no interest plus no payments. So your first payment won't be due until March of 2020. That's over 64 months interest-free. Murray customers have known for years that if you want a bigger diamond at a better price, you got to come see us. And now, with 5 years interest-free financing, you'll be amazed at what you can afford. Imagine a 1-carat diamond with payments as low as $49 per month. Interest-free. Only at Murray Jewelers, East Texas Diamond Superstore, Judson Road, Longview, Texas.
If you really want to wash your car, if you really want to get it clean, make it sparkle and shine, and get it looking like a new machine. So
Since 1999, self-serve car wash in front of Sam's and the Express Tunnel on Highway 80 just down from Good Shepherd Medical Center. Go Lobos, repeat the feat in 2019. Sobeys, just say the works.
Hello, everybody. You're looking live at Fansville, a college football utopia. Fansville. Where the rivers flow with ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
Delicious.
Where the air smells of fresh-cut grass, artificial turf, and smoked meats.
Kielbasa's.
Where the radio only plays marching bands. And being able to read the defense is more important than being able to read.
Just kidding. Stay in school.
But what makes Fansville truly special are the people who call it home field.
The fans.
The type of people who tailgate before the tailgate.
Pass the Dr. Pepper.
Who aren't afraid to shout, "My grandma could have made that kick," because that's the honest truth.
She's 90.
Passionate fans bound by loyalty, tradition, and the sweet, sweet nectar of the college football gods.
Dr. Pepper.
Get a taste of Fansville this fall during a college football game near you. Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. Grab some today.
Make adventure possible with the Jeep lineup at Peters. Backed by Jeep's legendary 4x4 capability and built from the ground up, the all-new Gladiator is engineered to leave the pavement behind. Grand Cherokee, crafted to a higher standard, exudes power at every turn. And your Motor Trend SUV of the year, Wrangler. Delivering ultimate fun, freedom, and unmatched off-road performance. With the largest inventory of new Jeeps in East Texas and nationwide free delivery. See for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Since the inception of East Texas Professional Credit Union in 1953, they have been committed to being a financial champion for the people and businesses across East Texas. The professionals at ETPCU offer a variety of winning financial solutions to meet your needs. East Texas Professional Credit Union, a Texas tradition and local decisions. For auto, personal, and home, #1 for lending, with a location near you. East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender. Online at etpcu.org.
Welcome to the Longview Lobo postgame show on 106.5 Jack FM. Brought to you by Dan Sorey, attorney at law.
Jesuit has beaten Longview tonight 27-25.
Brent, the first series of the game kind of set the tempo for this entire game. Jesuit got the football. They were going into the wind. They got it on their own 21-yard line, and they had a 7-play, 89-yard drive into the wind. The touchdown was a 49-yard run by E.J. Smith. It was 7-0 at that point with 9:41 to go. Longview couldn't move on their next possession, or could Jesuit. Then Longview got it back for the second time, and they threw an interception. Spicer got the interception. It was deep into Longview's territory. They started on the 34, and they had an 8-play drive to go the 34 yards, and this was an 8-yard run by Smith. So they, in the first, well, he had the first 2 touchdowns of the game. That put them up 14-0, and that was with 3:38 to go in the first quarter. Now, the next possession for Longview, which was an outstanding drive by Longview. They got the good long kickoff return. They started at midfield. They had an 11-play, 50-yard drive. The touchdown was a 1-yard run by Meredith, and Longview at that point it closed the gap to 14-7 with 10:40 to go in the first half. Jesuit led. So in the next few minutes, nobody scored, and Longview put together a 10-play, 72-yard drive. It was a 1-yard Haynes run. The extra point was missed. It was blocked, and so it's 14-13. Jesuit up with 2:32 to play in the first half. That missed extra point haunted us the
entire game.
The entire game. 2 more possessions in the first half. Nobody could score. Jesuit did have a 37-yard field goal attempt. It was no good. 14-13 at half. So we started the second half. Longview gets the second half kickoff. They can't move. And then this is what Jesuits in the entire game, when they needed to do something, which is important, they were able to do it.
They were.
So on their next possession, they have an 8-play, 63-yard drive. The touchdown was a 32-yard run by Smith. That put them up 21-13 at that point. Longview's next possession, they have a 7-play, 83-yard drive. The touchdown was a 2-yard run by Jackson. Longview went for the two-point conversion. It was no good. So we're still fighting that 2 point. That initial missed extra point. So it's 21-19 with 3:39 to play in the third quarter. The Jesuit, they put together an answer with a Okay, we're back. We lost them there. Longview, this is their next to last possession of the game. They have a 6-play, 61-yard drive. The touchdown was a 2-yard run by Jackson. They go for the 2-point conversion, and that puts the game at 27-19, and then actually put it at 27-25, and Jesuit is able to run out the clock. They move from their own 27 down to the 10-yard line. Longview runs out of timeouts, and they run the clock out, and Jesuit gets the victory, 27-25. Longview drops to 11-1 on the season, and Jesuit goes to 8-4. Caden Meredith was Longview's leading rusher, 15 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. Haynes King had his most carries of the season, 11 carries, 71 yards and a touchdown. Shannon Jackson, who ended up getting 4 carries, mainly because Caden Meredith went out with an injury, and he got 2 touchdowns in those 4 carries. Haynes King completed he completed 5 of 18 passes to round out his career at Longview. Kyrus Moore had 2 receptions, and nobody else had more than 1. For Jesuit, E.J. Smith was a thorn in the side the entire game. He had 24 carries for 169 yards, but more importantly, he had 4 touchdowns. Rance Holman, Brent,
he was good.
He made play after play. He had 8 carries for 32 yards. He completed 13 of 19 passes, 5 of those to Alaco. Garrett got 3 receptions. Smith got 2, but what he really did unbelievable is every time they got in 3rd and long or we had to make a play, they were able to make the play and get the first down and keep drives going. He did it at least twice in the last drive of the game. And
he sure did.
Longview's been a great season, an undefeated season up to this point, but we're going to go home in the second round with 11-1 record. And Jesuit is going to advance with a 8-4 record, and they'll play Klein Collins next week.
Once again, our final score from Kincaide Stadium in Dallas. Dallas Jesuit 27, Longview 25. Now stay tuned as Coach King will be on talk about tonight's game. We'll be back with Coach King in 2 minutes.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. Meredith writes, "Am I the only person who didn't know Chick-fil-A had mac and cheese? Holy game changer." The secret's out now, Meredith. Is there anything you think the world should know about our mac and cheese?
What I really like about the mac and cheese is the oven toasted, golden brown, cheesy top layer. It's savory, and it makes you feel really good.
That does sound amazing. Thanks, Meredith. Try the mac and cheese yourself at your local Chick-fil-A. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonial.
Have you shopped mortgage rates lately? Now is a great time to lock in an extremely low mortgage rate with Eastman Credit Union. Lock a low rate for 75 days while you shop for a house. Apply within the 75-day rate lock period to receive the locked rate or the current rate, whichever is lower. With ECU's Lock and Shop, you can shop with confidence knowing your low rate is locked and waiting for you. Visit www.ecu.org to pre-qualify today. This offer ends soon. Equal housing opportunity, federally insured by NCUA.
Is your mom's heart age older or younger than her real age?
Way older.
Way younger. Whether you're young, old, or somewhere in the middle, it's important to know how old your heart really is.
The same? I'm going to say
Younger? I am not allowed to say. The Heart Age Assessment from Christus Health measures your real heart age, so you'll know where your heart health really stands.
My mommy looks old, but she says she's 29.
Find your real heart age at myrealheartage.com.
Peters can help drive your business the extra mile with Ram commercial trucks and vans. Haul, load, and carry anything with the capability of a Ram truck that works as hard as you do. Upgrade your mobile workstation with the impressive performance and maneuverability of Ram ProMaster vans. We have the largest inventory in East Texas of Ram commercial trucks and vans with free nationwide delivery. Trust the proven dependability of Ram and see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer.
Hello, everybody. You're looking live at Fansville, a college football utopia. Fansville. Where the rivers flow with ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Where the air smells of fresh-cut grass, artificial turf, and smoked meats. Kielbasas. Where the radio only plays marching bands. And being able to read the defense is more important than being able to read.
Just kidding. Stay in school.
But what makes Fansville truly special are the people who call it home field.
The fans.
The type of people who tailgate before the tailgate.
Pass the Dr. Pepper.
Who aren't afraid to shout, "My grandma could have made that kick." Because that's the honest truth.
She's 90.
Passionate fans bound by loyalty, tradition, and the sweet, sweet nectar of the college football gods.
Dr. Pepper.
Get a taste of Fansville this fall during a college football game near you. Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville. Grab some today.
GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in Longview has once again been voted the best of East Texas. GZ's has the best sushi. GZ's serves the best Asian food, and GZ's mixes the best cocktail in East Texas. The attentive staff at GZ's strive to make your next dining experience memorable. It's not too early to book GZ's for your holiday party, company get-together, or special event. GZ's is the best at that, too. Call them at 247-8000, 247-8000. GZ's Asian Bistro and Sushi Bar in the Village on Jetson Road, Longview. The best.
Here are 2 ways to make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1, always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2, don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
Welcome back, everyone, to Kincaide Stadium. Mike Richardson, Johnny Vaughn, and Coach King here. Coach, they just seem to make all the right plays at all the right times.
Yeah, they had a great effort out of their football team, good game plan, and they made plays when it mattered most, in all phases. It just wasn't a good outing out of us as a whole. I mean, they were able to get kickoff returns and get, to the 40 and, convert some third downs and get some turnovers, put us in long yardage situations, and just wasn't a typical performance out of a football team. But it wasn't from lack of effort. I don't know how to explain it. It's heartbreaking because we've got a great bunch of kids and just played hard all year long, and this 41 seniors that we're going to lose, they've been a part of one heck of a 3-year ride. Just hate for it to come to an end the way it did tonight. But I am proud of them. Been a joy to coach them, and thank their parents and their families for allowing us to do it. This year and the previous year. So it's all of them, just not the seniors, but all of them.
Well, it's been a great season, but it seemed like tonight we were climbing uphill the whole way, and they do have the one great player, Emmett Smith's son, E.J. Smith, and he made a lot of plays a lot of times when it looked like he was boxed in, and it's just it's one of those nights.
That's what they do. I mean, they run the mid zone, and he finds the creases all over the place. They got a great offensive line they're doing it with, and I told y'all that, and this morning, that's what worried me was the matchup in the trenches. They're pretty good on both sides of the ball in the trenches, and they did some things there, and you know, they converted a couple of 3rd and longs. I mean, like 3rd and 14, and you know, and we still had chances. I mean, you know, we get an extra point block, and it feels like we're chasing points the whole night. You know, and could have been tied up at half or down 14-13, and then, you know, they score, then you score, go for 2, and don't get it, and then I thought a big play when they missed the extra point, kept it an 8-point game. We punch down there and score and go for 2 and don't get it. I mean, that's the difference in the ball game, in my opinion. Even though as bad as we played, I mean, it's just, I mean, we never did really get in sync, get in the rhythm, and you know, we just. Anyhow, I've been performing all year long, but I'm gonna tell you, hats off to Coach Hickman and his ball club. You know, they're well coached. You know, they've been battle tested. And they showed up and played well tonight, and you know, and I think a lot of him and the kind of guy he is and the program he runs. You know, but you know, it's just heartbreaking to see 2019 come to an end. 'Cause these kids, they have excited, you know, Lobo fans for the whole season.
A lot of kids on their defense, well, on both sides of the ball, started against you 2 years ago when they were sophomores, and they struggled. But tonight, it's obvious they've had a lot of experience behind them now, and they really made they were a lot better.
Yeah, I mean they're a senior laden ball club, and you know they've grown up. Like I told you, that's they played well and had a good scheme, and you know we had chances, got to make some plays on both sides of the ball, and we didn't, and you know, and make them in a kicking game too. So it. Tough one to swallow, I can tell you that. Just the way it went down, and you know, wish we'd made some more plays and found a way to continue our season, but that's not the case.
Well, all in all, it didn't finish the way we wanted, but I think it's been a great season. We appreciate you coming up here after a tough loss, and I don't want to let you go. Unless you have something else you want to say, but we appreciate.
I'm going to tell you this, and senior class was part of 40 wins. They're also part of a 27-game winning streak, which doesn't happen too often. Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, that's a lot to be proud of. And of course, it's not what we all wanted this year, but I will say this: it's been a joy to coach those kids and watch them progress and develop. And I'm hoping that the groups coming up behind them can find a way to match what they've done. So it's been fun. But hey, thank y'all and everything. And just sorry we didn't end it up where we all wanted to be back at Jerry's World. But thank you.
Thank you for letting us be part of it. We've enjoyed it. It's been a wild ride, and we've enjoyed it.
All right, man. Thank y'all.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, everybody, that's going to wrap things up here from Kincaide Stadium. We appreciate you being with us tonight and all year. We will see what happens next year, as Longview loses a lot of kids, but they got a lot coming up, and we'll do it again next year. Thanks, everybody, for being with us. Thank you, Matt, for everything you do.
Appreciate it, buddy.
For Brent Taylor, Johnny Vaughn, Eddie Richardson, and Gene Morris. This is Mike Richardson saying good night, everybody, on 106.5 Jack FM.
To make sure you see a motorcycle while you're driving. 1. Always look specifically for the smallest vehicle that could be on the road, bicycles and motorcycles. If you're looking for the smallest vehicle, you will see the biggest ones for sure. 2. Don't text and drive. Being distracted behind the wheel is as dangerous as driving drunk.
Sorry, gonna have to text you later.
I'm attorney Dan Sorey, and I want everyone to be safe. Look twice, save a life.
Thanks for listening to the Longview Lobo Postgame Show, an exclusive broadcast presentation on 106.5 Jack FM. Brought to you by Dan Sorey, attorney at law.